We're 4 minutes late. Sorry.
I think we will be okay. Everyone's going to be fine. The
Uh-huh.
game's about to start here shortly. We're ready to go.
Fired up is an understatement. Today's games have been absolutely unreal. Like these have been the best games of the tournament by far, and it took all the way until the quarterfinals for it to actually hit.
I know today has been absolutely insane. I've watched basically every single game, tuned in really, really early to the Germany game, but
Mm-hmm.
I was like locked in for Canada and for this last game against with Finland. I mean, for them to pull it off in that third period and then go into OT, insane.
Unreal. I mean, the Canada game, the Czechs had them in that third period. They were dominating the third period. They finally get that goal with what, like 7 minutes left. And I was like, I didn't say anything. I just said the Czechs are buzzing. That's all I said. I didn't say that they beat the Canadians. Try not to jinx it. And Canada does what Canada does, right? So,
Hmm.
I mean, it keeps happening. Mitch Marner, I think he did that at Four Nations last year, right? He scored an overtime goal, I think, for Canada in one of the group stage games. So, yeah, it might just be Mitchy Marner's time to just keep doing that for Canada.
And Thomas Harley was the assist on
That
that goal.
stars are everywhere. Speaking
Hmm.
about stars, a little trio of stars on the game tying goal there for Finland there late in the third period. Miro Haskin scores from Rope, from Mikko. Just 3 stars, and they had Granny get a goal in there too. Like it was just a bunch of stars just running around. Essa Lindell was on the ice. He doesn't need a
Hmm.
point, but he was there.
Hmm. It's great to see. It's great to see them continue. There was that moment, especially during that Finland game, where it was just like, wow, there's not a lot of production happening right there, and then they just put it into gear right there in the third period, and thankfully some of the Dallas Stars were there to pick it up, which is great. But you know,
Yeah.
it's just this is just the way things go. Like these are the games that where it all comes down to the very end. Like it's these type of games. And like now we're in that mode where we're getting into the semifinals. It's only going to get tougher and tougher as things continue.
Yeah, I wonder if, like, I don't know. The group stage just didn't matter in theory. Like, sure, the goal differential on the wins, you get the first or the second seed, you get the top 4 get the bye into the quarterfinals, but like ultimately it didn't really matter. Everyone still played pretty much in the knockout round. So like Slovakia is just like chilling as the 2 seed right now. They're
Hmm.
obviously dominating, but Finland was like, yeah, so what? We dropped the first game. We'll just put up 10 goals, 11 goals on another team and just get the 4 seed and we're fine. And just got to see what happens. And then they played a pretty rough game till that last part of the third period and they make it to the semis. But just didn't feel like the knockout or the group stage mattered at all. I think that was kind of the problem with the Olympics because then if you went down 3-0, you're just like, whatever. We'll just go to the next game. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just almost seemed like a little rinse and repeat. And obviously, you have USA and Canada that are able to win all 3 games. And then you have a couple other guys in there that didn't win them all. But this was, these ones are the ones that matter. It's down to the wire and it's an elimination game. And it's nice to see Slovakia hang in there. And it's going to be interesting to see how things shake out today with USA and Sweden. So it's going to be an intense game, I feel like.
Yeah, Gus has already called us out for the matching red shirts. Completely
I knew
unplanned.
it was gonna happen. I was like I was first of all, I was wearing red because I forgot to wear red yesterday. You were supposed to wear it for the Chinese New Year.
Oh,
It's supposed to be
you're the horse,
for
right?
good luck. You're the horse. And I said, okay, well, I'll just wear red today.
Sure, make up
And
for
then
it.
I was like, also for Team USA.
Yeah. No, I put together the fit this morning. I was like, all right, I don't wear red very often. I think this is my only piece of red clothing. Used to wear red a lot as a child in high school, but now it's not really my color. More than a blues, an orange, a green,
Mhm.
just different colors. And this is the last piece of like running gear that is red that I currently own. So we're just rocking a little bit of kind of like mini Tiger Woods look. Got some golf pants on, got the golf shoes on, Sunday Reds. We're just
Yeah.
rocking all American right now. And I'm
Hey,
trying to
it's
keep the American brands on.
yeah. We love it. It's good for morale right here as we get into this game today for the US.
I did change hats. So if we lose, it's on me.
Okay, again, here we go with the superstitions.
Just a hand up. It's just a hand up.
Well, I definitely have to go on Twitter and share this feed.
Yep.
Thanks for whoever is on here live jumping in with us. We'll be hanging out throughout the game. So lots to cover. What are your expectations going into this one, Stone?
Well, like the problem is that the games happen a day before this. Like if this was the first or second game of the day, I could just be like, you can throw that out the window and be fine. Still expecting a pretty good win here for the U.S. And now I'm just like expecting chaos, close game, possible overtime. I don't want overtime. I can't do another overtime on stream. We literally were streaming Four Nations gold medal match last year at the Apollo office, and I was here, and I don't want to do another OT game. I don't have that in me right now for the quarterfinals. If we get into the semis and into the gold medal match, I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't want to do overtime, but I'm expecting a wildly close game. I would expect really good defense from both of these teams too. You got some good defenders on Sweden. Sweden has the worst yellow, by the way, just looking at the screen right now. The yellow it's a strict highlighter, like the big highlighters that we had as children. That's what it looks like. But I'm expecting a really close game. 3-2 final score prediction there.
Okay, 3-2. I like that. I'm gonna go 3. Actually, I'm gonna go 4-2. I'm gonna go 4-2
Okay.
US. I think that they'll hold off Sweden for quite a bit. I think you'll have some dominance here from the USA's offense, and hopefully they'll get the scoring going pretty early on, not
Yeah.
some type of climb back game, you know?
That'd be great. Savannah, have you watched Puck Drop yet? I'm at 1950.
Mhm. I am too.
Okay, we're in the same wavelength this time.
This is
This is good.
amazing.
This is
Perfect.
great. All right.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to share our stream on
There we
Twitter.
go. Chat while we're waiting on a little bit of action. What is everyone's final score prediction? Goal scorers. What are we thinking? I have some thoughts on the jerseys. A lot of people are saying the white jerseys are way better than the blue jerseys for the US. I think the blue ones are significantly better. I love the white ones. However, the blue ones they're perfect to me. They are very beautiful to me, and I won't see anything otherwise. I love the blue jerseys. Natural poorly hydrated urine yellow is the worst. Sweden yellow slightly less worse. Okay.
Sweden yellow.
The Nashville poorly hydrated urine is very funny.
Sweden yellow is a new color.
Sweden yellow is also the yellow that the Nashville soccer team uses. They're not in the MLS, but they're whatever the league is underneath that. That's the yellow that they use, and it's pretty gross. Gus is saying 5-2. Come out strong. I like that.
Let's see. So they have not. Let me make sure I have all my stats pulled up here for this one. All right. So it's been 66 years since USA men's hockey beat Sweden in the Winter Games. So that was a 1960 win on February 22nd, 1960. So, and that was a 6-3 victory.
Yeah, they faced off against each other twice in the Olympics, I believe, and lost to both of them to Sweden. The last time was in 2006. So I would say the U.S. is in a lot better shape than they were in 2006 as a roster construction and talent perspective. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just Sweden hasn't played very well this tournament either, is kind of the thing.
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't watched too much of Sweden.
I've only watched a game or two.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just a lot like the Finland first game, where they just seemed kind of disjointed and not cohesive maybe, and not like a unit, where the U.S. has looked like that at times too, Canada, Finland as well. Sweden's just kind of primarily looked like that. There hasn't been kind of an adjustment until I think maybe even the last round. So if they look cohesive, then that's going to be an issue. But if they just keep on being disjointed, a little off, we should be fine, because the U.S., when looking off, isn't that bad, because you have the crazy lines like the Brady, Matthew, Tkachuk, and Eichel line, and whenever they get out there, they just look really good.
And their power play. I mean, just a stellar power play unit.
Austin Matthews also in like the top 6 I think, in scoring right now in the Olympics before the quarterfinals. So like you got your captain scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Brady Kachuk's on fire. Eichel looks really good. I was kind of. Are you confused that Kyle Connor just doesn't crack the roster starting lineup again for the second or third straight game?
I don't know. It is interesting. I just feel like maybe it could have been like in their practices they've just decided like I
Yeah.
don't know, he's not stepping up to the game as he needs to be. And, like each team is dressing a couple extra sets of guys, a forward and a defenseman. And I think they just need to evaluate who would need to step into those slots. And I guess they just haven't been able to really seriously add him. And now that you get down to these elimination games plus the semifinals, like you don't want to, they're probably not going to play him, is what
Yeah.
my assumption is.
That's fair. We're on the power play now. About to start power
Mm-hmm.
play for Slashing there, so that's huge. Get the first one out of the way. See if they can get a goal here early. Start the momentum. I know Luds for DLS always says that it's really hard to get the first power play goal like in the first 3-4 minutes of a game. Like when it comes in that early, you're still trying to find the flow of the game. Not everyone's had a shift yet. He said it's always
Mm-hmm.
really difficult, and that's kind of an advantage for the PK. So I'm interested to see what this power play looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, we love the power play unit. Tage Thompson, Jack Eichel, Matthew Tkachuk, Quinn Hughes, and who am I missing?
I don't know. There's just so many dudes on this team.
Oh, Austin Matthews, my
Oh,
bad.
sure, Captain. Also, do you have Elliot Friedman's tweets on notification, or like Frank Saravalli or any of those guys?
I do not, but I frequently am on there.
I was on my phone. I wasn't even on Twitter during the last moments of the Canada game in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a full 2.5 minutes. Friedman had already tweeted out that Marner wins it for Canada. And I saw like 3 more possessions on both sides of the ice before it happened. I was like, you got to give me a little bit of time.
Exactly.
A little 30-second buffer here, pal. I need something.
Just a little buffer. Yeah, I do not have my note. It's my one thing. I don't have any of my Twitter notifications on.
It's probably smart.
Mm-hmm. It gives me peace of mind, especially after Stars games.
Yeah.
When I'm on it so much, and then it's like ding, 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 like all night long. I can't do it.
No, I've been fortunate in the last like 3 weeks to have some tweets not go viral necessarily. I had one go viral, but like 3 or 4 that just kind of just continually went for 3-4 days, and that's an issue. It was a problem. It's a real issue.
Exactly. Shout out to my friend Jeff who is watching. He is chiming into the live stream. Thanks, Jeff, for jumping in.
Matthew Kurakowski's back in the chat.
Right. Hey, Matthew.
With his like 47 jerseys. That was ridiculous.
That was insane. So good, though.
Wildly impressive.
Very impressed.
I can't imagine having that many just hockey jerseys. It's like, how do you even have the time to wear all of those?
You'd have to wear them like every day.
Every day, or you have to be a season ticket holder and go to like most of the games.
Mm-hmm.
You get to wear each jersey twice throughout the year. Upper Bowl podcast in the chat. What's up?
We love it.
Chat. All right. I will say Friday is a maybe if the U.S. makes it to the semis for a stream. I'm going to be in Houston, so we may stream it from the office at Apollo's office in Houston, but TBD. So don't yell at me if we don't have a live stream on Friday. Okay? No yelling.
I'm all for it. Let's go. And then we also have women's
tomorrow.
US
gold medal match.
Tomorrow. Gold medal match.
Yeah,
insane.
Unfortunately, now I have a potential sponsor call at that time. So yeah, no stream during that either. Maybe if you're available, maybe we can stream like the third period.
Yeah.
Go live for the third period. I don't know. We'll see. See what's going on.
I think USA is going to win it all for the women's.
Bold prediction there, Savannah. I've been beating the absolute living shit out of everyone.
I think this is it. This is it. I love it though.
It's literally insane how much they've been beating everyone by, and now the Canadians are getting a little angry on Twitter as well. They're saying that the U.S. is arrogant and all this kind of stuff. I was like, look, man, they beat you. Like, they've allowed 1 goal in 6 games, 7 games now. They score 5 goals a game. They're just better than everybody else. So I think you can do whatever you want if you're that much better than everyone else.
You know what? I just want to take a gold medal home at the end of the day for the women's. That'd be awesome.
That would be delightful. If we could just walk home with 2 gold medals in hockey, you know how much shit we could talk for the next 4 years?
I'm here for it. We'd be like, this is our Super Bowl. Okay.
Wait, we can do the what the hell's a kilometer bit for 4 more years. Like, it's gonna be great. Or a kilogram, you know,
Celsius.
Sure. That doesn't make sense to me.
I always try to do it and I like fail every time.
Yeah, I notably not good at math, hence why I talk about sports for a living on podcasts and stuff and tweet. Someone explained it to an Australian I saw on TikTok like a few weeks ago, and they were like, on a scale of 0 to 100, how hot is it outside? 100 is pretty fucking hot, right? 0 is pretty damn cold. That just makes sense, as opposed to like 0 degrees Celsius is what it freezes at. 32 degrees is, or whatever it is, 70 something degrees boils. I don't know. Like, what does that mean? What does that matter for? You know, why don't we just go, that's really hot, 100 degrees outside, or that's really cold, 0 degrees.
Can we just stick with Fahrenheit? That'd be great.
Fahrenheit rules, dude. We're the only people that use it too. It's the best.
Next show name, Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit sheet of ice. Yeah. I studied abroad in Spain one time for a summer. The thermostat's obviously in Celsius. It's like, what's cold? Like, how cold can I crank this puppy? And they got it down to, I think I got it down to 17 degrees Celsius. Not cold enough. Let me tell you, not cold enough. It was hot. It was hot in the room.
See, it's like, and you have to go and do the math, and it's just not fun to do. Like, what's the point?
No, I don't even know if it was 17. I don't remember what it was. It's just silly. Matthew got his 99 jersey ordered. It's impressive.
Very nice.
They have those still? I know Fanatics has been getting a lot of flack over the last few weeks for the MLB jerseys, for not restocking a bunch of NHL jerseys. World Baseball Classic jerseys, they have those now, but apparently they're already sold out. You can't get those anymore, even though that event doesn't start until for like another 2 weeks. I don't know. Fanatics is interesting.
I still have not gotten any jerseys in several years. Maybe I'll buy a 99, but I'm going to wait till the season's over.
Okay.
We'll do that later on. I'm not too worried about it now.
So, do you have any info on how long the 99s will last with the Stars?
I do not, but
I'm pretty sure it's a minimum of 3 years, technically speaking, for third jerseys.
We can look into that. And also, like, just the thing is with it, like, their whole brand and marketing team, for them dedicating so much time into building that, like, they're going to want that to play out as long as possible. So, you know, maybe it is 3 years, maybe it's a little bit longer, but you had the blackout jerseys for probably
5 years, right?
Probably 4.
It was 2020 when they released them. Obviously, that season didn't start until 2021.
Yeah, so technically 4-ish years. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'd like to have them for a while. They're tremendous. No reason not to. Do you also have the rumor that I've got with the Stadium Series jerseys?
No.
They're white, is the rumor. We're going white at home.
Okay, I'm kind of here for it.
Maybe. I just need to see what it looks like. I need to see what it is. A little concerned.
Like, I could go with like a really cool like iced out look for the Stars. Like,
right. Like, I love the reverse retro ones where they were all white. Those were fun. The white pants was tough though. You gotta fix. You can't go full. Maybe
it does look a little odd.
It was a little tough. I think you have to go black pants. I don't think you even go green pants with it. I think the green would stand out too much, take away from the white. So green helmet with the white jersey, though. That'd be nice.
That'd be kind of cool. Who knows? We'll see. We're going to see what they end up with. But
yeah, we'll see.
That's crazy. That's only in almost a year from 2 days from now. February 20th, 2027. So we're about a year out.
The alternates will last for a while, according to Matthew Kurkowski. Supposed to get a reverse retro 3. Interesting. A little motorous.
Okay.
Would y'all hate a motorous throwback jersey that we wore like 7 times a year? Because I would love one, just with the new colors. Be fun.
Just for funsies. Might as well throw it in there.
So many people hate it, so that's why I want it.
Just get a jersey, just to have one.
Yeah, shits and gigs. Has the NHL even announced the Winter Classic yet? I don't know. I don't remember.
Isn't it the Utah?
Oh, it is Utah, right? Utah, Colorado. That sound right?
Utah, Colorado in Utah. I believe it's at the
Ute Stadium, right?
University of Utah Stadium. Yeah.
Should be cool. Snow caps in the background. Maybe a little snow action. That'd be sick.
That would be pretty cool. So some of the Stars media popped back into the Stars locker room today. Some of the guys were back. Obviously, you have a lot of the guys still in Milan.
Yep.
So from some of those updates, though, Glenn Gollison has not gotten an update yet on Radek Faksa and his upper body injury, so we don't know what that entails yet. And then some good news is, I guess, Leon Bischel was available to media today, so you can probably expect him to be playing back on Wednesday night against the Seattle Kraken in a week from today.
Yeah, that's huge for the Stars. Get a little bit more physicality, get an extra defenseman in there, get your pairings back that you had back in December. So that'll be good, having the big guy back in the lineup. So I think the physicality just goes up for everyone when Leon's back in the lineup.
Oh, 100%, without a doubt. I think, pretty sure, is he still leading the team in hits? Let's look this up.
He definitely was like a week or two before the break, so I would assume he still is. Woo.
Let's see.
Chad, how are we feeling yet? Got some good shots on goal, but
he is still leading the team in hits with 155. Jamie Benn is behind him with 114, and Colin Blackwell is behind Jamie Benn with 84.
That's our guy.
We love Colin Blackwell. He's the best.
What a guy. We need to get him on the pod.
I say we should totally set that up. That'd be fun.
Other than Blackie, who do we try to target for the pod? Try to get him on before the playoffs.
Oscar Back is actually really fun to talk to.
Okay. I'm in to talk to Oscar. He's fun.
Petro's
a good time.
He's really fun.
I like Oscar. He doesn't get any shine, you know?
Maybe even Mav.
Mav's funny. He kind of lets it rip. You see on the LLS a few months ago, just riffing it, like no PR training, it felt like. It's fun. Mav would be fun. Maybe we need to be careful about Mav, though. I don't want to like have him on the pod and then we have the trade deadline and then he's traded after that. I don't want to create a clean sheet of ice curse. So maybe we're going to try to do this after the deadline and start working it then.
Okay. After March 6th, we can do that.
Yeah, I don't want to create a curse. I have too many curses. It's like, can't do it. Hannah Bilka is going to be our first target, though, post-Olympics.
Oh, 100%. I have to get in contact with her some way, shape, or form. So.
Does she have a LinkedIn?
LinkedIn and I are besties.
You know, it's so funny. It's just like random celebrities are just on LinkedIn.
Oh, I'm like friends with a ridiculous amount of celebrities on LinkedIn. Who am I?
Hannah Bilka, student at Boston College. Here she is.
I love it.
5 connections. She definitely made this for a class and didn't do anything with it afterwards, because that's what I did for years. Had a LinkedIn I made when I was 19, I think, and then didn't touch it for several years.
Oh, I'm a regular on LinkedIn. Like I post
you
regularly.
do post now.
Mm-hmm.
I see that. I don't post at all. Someone suggested Scott Wedgwood, and in theory, yes. However, I don't think I'm in for a Colorado Avalanche being the first player guest on here.
To be honest, I wasn't really sure why he went on DLLS. Like,
I do.
I understand like why he was maybe like wanting to paint the picture a little bit of the Jason Robertson thing, but he doesn't.
They're besties.
Yeah, I mean, but he doesn't play here anymore, so I was a little confused as to why they wanted to bring him on.
Sam Nestler loves him. Scott loves Sam, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott's really good on podcasts. So I think they're just filling time. And he's also an ex-fan favorite of the Stars. Like, no Stars fan, if you ask him on Twitter right now, is like, do you hate Scott Wedgwood? No. Every other Colorado Avalanche? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. But Wedgie? No, they're good. They're good
right.
with Wedge.
Yeah.
So I think that was part of it. It was interesting to have him on. I didn't see that one coming.
I know. But, yeah, no, we can maybe Otter down the line. He'd be great. He is really
an
good.
off-season pod for sure with Jake.
He's great with chatting. He's awesome. So that could be one. But yeah, I would say right now, like getting Colin Blackwell or Petro or Oscar back, that'd be awesome.
Be fun. They are fun. They're fun chats in the locker room.
Oh,
Sam Steele's actually pretty fun to talk to. He always likes it because he sits next to Mikko in the locker room for reference. Like, the guy that's probably talked to the most in the locker room. It's very funny that Sam Steele was just right next to him. One time, I think it was morning skate. We're at AAC, and just like it was an ESPN game or a TNT game, whatever it was, and like the whole scrum is just like crowded around Mikko, and Sam's like, sick to have a locker next to this guy, huh? Just like walked away. He's like, I'll change later. It doesn't matter.
He is so funny. I was asking him one day about the dress code this season, since it's all flexible now.
Yeah.
And I was like, Sam, like, what do you think about it? And he was like, well, like my wife basically just dresses me. So like, I don't really think much into it, like whatever she puts out. And then I was like, okay, well, who is the best style on the team? And he like had to think very long and hard about it. And then it finally came to him. He's like, oh, Robe, obviously. And I was like, okay. So that's Sam Steele's thoughts on the dress code. He doesn't really care about his own style.
I asked several people about that as well. Sam was one of them. He's like, I'll probably just rock a suit, dude. It's just kind of comfortable at this point. Just like it's a new routine, and then like I'm not going to change it. It's just kind of rock the suit, maybe rock a t-shirt underneath to make it a little bit more comfortable, but otherwise not going to change it that much. And he hasn't really. He's kind of just rocked pretty much a suit and a t-shirt most of the time. So Mikko was the same way. He's like, I'm not putting any effort into this. I'm just going to rock a suit. Sagan was really excited about it.
Yeah. Well, I think it gives them a little bit of flexibility to have some fun with it and be creative. But all right, this game, 6 minutes remaining in the first.
Feels a lot like every other U.S. game so far.
Our team. Yeah. Little slow start.
But some really good shots on goal and chances and stuff, but haven't got anything past.
What are your thoughts on William Nylander?
The core four has been interesting. Like I would love Austin Matthews on my team because he's American, just would like an American. I love Americans on my team. It just makes me feel better. Mitch Marner surprised me last year. Obviously, last year was my first year getting to go to like all the Stars games, sit in the press box, and all that kind of stuff. Got to see the Maple Leafs for the first time in person. Mitch Marner impressed me the most out of the core four for Toronto last year because I was like, oh, he does everything. He's on the power play, penalty kill. He's playing 5-on-5. He scores. He assists. He plays defense. That was surprising to me because I don't watch a lot of Toronto hockey, so that one was interesting. Willie Nylander, his shot is absolutely unreal, and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't look like a specimen either. Like he's a little bit shorter. His face, I don't know what it is about his face, but he looks just a little puffy. I don't know. Like he doesn't look chiseled and just absolutely yoked or anything like that. So that makes me like Willie Styles more. And he dresses cool. He got good hair. I like Willie Nylander. I don't know if I love Willie Nylander, but I like him.
I mean, yeah, I think he's a very like elite player. I mean, just what he's done in his career with Ardell in here.
Yeah,
I do agree with you.
a little
I do
over.
agree.
What is he making? 11.5? Is that the number? I can look it up.
Let's see.
I think it's 11.5. Yeah, 11.5 AAV, 8-year, $92 million extension. So it's, look, not everyone gets to play for the Dallas Stars, right? Not everyone gets to live in a no income tax state. Not everyone gets to play for a team that has all these really good players that they've got under cost control contracts. Toronto's one of them that you kind of have to overpay for a little bit because you're in Canada with the tariffs and the taxes and all that kind of stuff. And then you also have the scrutiny of playing in Toronto too. Like it's a harder place to play. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's overpaid. I think he's paid properly for being in Toronto. However, maybe it'd be different if he was making 11.5 for the Stars. Maybe I feel different.
Right.
But I think it's fine for Toronto. They had to.
Well, it is, yeah, and they're obviously under a big spectacle up there too. So it's awful. It's a lot, but yeah, I haven't really paid much attention to like what he's done during this like Olympics per se, but he's just one of the most, I would say, profound players on that roster that really sticks out the most.
Yeah, and then you got Landeskog, obviously, and is Hedman still playing? Eriksson Ek is still there. I think Hedman's still on the roster. I don't think he's hurt. Could be wrong. Doesn't affect the game enough for him to make 11.5 for Ardell. Yeah, he's a scorer, so it's kind of how do you rate a scorer, right? And I think that's what Colorado was kind of thinking with Rantanen. And you're like, yeah, he just scores points. Like, we don't need him that much. And then he gets to Dallas, and we're like, oh, he just does everything.
Right.
Does a lot more than what you thought even before you got him.
Well, I mean, he's just like the triple threat. Like he can pretty much do it all. I mean, he can play defense, he can shoot the puck, he can make assists. He's like the guy that's physical out there, and he's a team leader. So he's like the full package. It's very hard to find that in one person on every single team. Like there obviously are certain guys that are grouped together in multiple teams that have some of those qualities, but it's rare to find a player that can really have everything all in one. And Mikko Rantanen's one of those rare guys, and that's why he's so good at what he does.
Yeah, and I think the conversation around Nylander maybe is, what is Robo worth? And I feel like Robo is labeled as just a scorer, right? But last postseason, he made a bunch of unreal assists when he came back to Rope and Mikko, and everyone's like, I think he's the most underrated passer on this team, or maybe one of the most underrated passers in the league. And then this year, it feels like he's stepped up his physicality, his aggressiveness, the puck control ability, that like skill, like puck skills and all that kind of stuff. It looks like he's progressed in every facet of the game. And whether that's because he came in healthy in the training camp as opposed to last year where he had that foot injury right before training camp and missed a lot of it in preseason and all that kind of stuff. Maybe it's just that he's healthy, or maybe he's just like, hey, I'll just get better at hockey this year. I don't know. I think that's what it feels like with Robo.
I think so too. I love the way that he has played this season. He's obviously one of the biggest standouts on this team. I think Robo's asking price is going to be very high up. I think it's going to be well over what William Nylander has asked for. I think it's going to be way up there. past what Mikko Rantanen is getting, and that's where it's really tough. And I don't know. I think some of those conversations they're probably being had right now based on the fact that the trade deadline's coming up. He also switched agencies a few weeks ago, so that's one thing to keep in mind too. But I think it's just tough. You don't know, like, if hopefully he's going to be here for the full term of his contract. But yeah, it's a scary little area right now, I would say.
Yeah, with Robo, like he's an RFA, so like he's a star next year. I think regardless of what happens in free agency and everything, I think he comes back and he's a star next year. After that, I don't know. Like I have no idea. And like you're saying, but he did switch agencies to Wyatt Johnston and Mikko Rantanen's agent. So that's an interesting little wrinkle because he does a lot of business with Jim Nill over the years, and obviously did a lot of business in the same day last year with Jim Nill. So that was an interesting thing to note. But he's an RFA, and if he accepts an RFA offer from someone else, an offer sheet, the other team has to pay the Stars like 4 first-round picks based on what the AAV is for Robo's contract, which is going to be over $10 million, I think. So that nets you 4 first-round picks if they decide to let Robo walk. Yeah. And I don't think any team's going to offer him a contract because no team wants to give 4 first-round picks for Jason Robertson.
It's a very dicey kind of area based on like how he is as a player. And like you said, like he's primarily just a shooter, but he has definitely played a more physical game this year than what we've seen in past seasons. So it is interesting to see, and I'm sure a lot of those conversations are being had as we speak.
It never stops. The conversations will never stop until they're done. And then like Thomas Harley, he's good for like 8 years, you know? He doesn't have to think about it. So
he's chilling with his DiGiorno pizza.
It's still very funny because I asked him, I was like, what's up with the DiGiorno pizza? He's just like, sometimes like a lot of games where he'll come home and he's like, I just need a DiGiorno pizza. And like he has his full freezer stocked. And if there's nothing in there, he panics a little bit and he door dashes Wendy's, is what I learned. If he doesn't have the DiGiorno pizza after a game. If he doesn't have the DiGiorno pizza, he will DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever, no free ads, Wendy's.
I wonder what his Wendy's order is.
I need to ask him that. I didn't ask.
Wendy's.
It's kind of a diabolical thing for just a superhuman athlete to just be consuming loads of DiGiorno pizza.
Hey, you know what? They like what they like. Like, more power to them. The DiGiorno. I don't think I've had a DiGiorno pizza in like 10 years.
I had one last summer. I was at the lake with my parents, and I think I had played golf with my dad, so it was hot outside. It's like June or July, and so 95 degrees in Georgia, like it's the most humid it's ever going to be in your life. So he came back, like took a shower. We cooked some DiGiorno pizzas in the oven, a little frozen pizza action. They're not bad. I kind of understand where Arlie's coming from.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like ranch on your pizza?
Have to be in the mood, and it has to be a certain type of pizza.
Okay.
It's not often that I'm using ranch, but I am from the South and I understand why people do it.
Yeah, like I got into it a few years ago, so I like ranch with the pizza now. But
it's not I don't like when people are just like eating ranch on pizza. Like it's part of the Southern culture, you know. Is what it is.
Yes, Matthew. Ovi does live off of soda and Subway.
Have y'all noticed during the Olympics that the guys are actually drinking soda on the benches? Like straight up.
What?
Yeah. So the Olympics obviously has real sponsorships with, I think, Coca-Cola. Like they're a sponsor of the Olympics and everything. So they can drink it on the bench. So they have the ones where the cap, like the European cap, where it doesn't twist all the way off. It just kind of sits there when you push it up or whatever.
Yeah.
Some guys have been drinking Coke on the bench. And it's a very common thing for people to do. Like I did a bunch of triathlons over a few years at the beginning of the decade. It's a very common thing to, like, after a run, after a bike or swim or whatever, like having a soda right after. It gives you your sugar and everything. Blood sugar and everything jumps up and everything. So when you're running and hitting and all this kind of stuff in hockey, like you're doing it repeatedly, like these guys have probably sprinted on the ice for 5 minutes of the game time already so far. Everyone on the shifts, like,
Yeah.
they're exerting a lot of energy. So drinking Coke keeps your blood sugar up, lets your lactic acid build down, and all that kind of stuff, which is very funny. That it's Coca-Cola that actually does that. But the very funny thing is that they're actually drinking it at the Olympics on the bench, like openly, and not just in a water bottle. Like, it's just a Coca-Cola bottle. I
The
thought that was
elite athletes that they are drinking the soda. I understand. Um,
yeah.
okay, so I have basically a little insider that he's one of my friends. He's a producer for a network that's out there in Milan. And I
Okay.
was asking him about the experience out there in Milan. And he says that the days are very long. The average is like, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. out there. And he said the one thing is the food at the arena is not great.
I've seen a lot.
Hmm.
I've seen a lot on TikTok.
Yeah, like some of the Olympic athletes and stuff, like they like post all their meals and stuff.
Yeah, and then I've also seen like the fan food as well. Not very good. They have one beer stand, and it's Corona. It's the only beer that they have there,
That's so
which is
wild.
very funny. Italy's not a huge beer country. When I went, I was in Rome. Couldn't really find a beer. I don't really like beer. I just never really saw beer. They drink wine out there. Really good
Yeah,
wine.
that's what I would assume that you would, you know?
Really good wine. However, when you have like Icelandic countries like Finland, Sweden, Slovakia, and like the Slavic regions, like, you're gonna need more than one beer stand, and it's outside the arena. So
Yeah.
you scan your ticket and get into a plaza area outside of the arena. So like, I think you're able to exit the arena and then go get the beer and everything and come back into the arena, which is very strange and does not seem normal.
Very opposite of what we do here in the States.
Yeah, and I have a feeling it's because they didn't build the arena in time.
They didn't really think about the concessions for the fans.
Yeah, didn't think everyone in the world wanted to come see their team play hockey. I don't know. Yeah, Gus, I do like wine. I like liquor. I like seltzers. I just don't like beer. It's kind of what it is. I don't know.
But yeah, for the people working out there at the Olympics, like it is a grind. Like they've been out there for 3 weeks. 90% of the time is at the arena. They've probably, like my friend, he's only gone to sightsee maybe 45 minutes total while actually being in Milan. So it is kind of interesting hearing like some of the stories out there.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to hear when the players get back, just their experience, like even the living situations, the dorm style, like all
Mhm.
the things. And then I learned that in the next 4 years at the next Winter Olympics, it's in France.
The Alps. Yeah.
So I wonder if they're taking notes. I'm sure they're out there trying to figure out how they're going to do that.
Yeah, it's in a big city though.
Mhm.
I can't remember. Is it 2030 Winter Olympics? Yep.
Yes.
It's in the French Alps. It's in Nice, so that's a really big city.
Mhm.
And then 3 cities I'm not going to try to pronounce. I didn't take French, so I don't know how to pronounce those 3 names, but the main city is Nice. So I would assume
Mhm.
that's where you're going to have the hockey and the bigger events and that kind of stuff. And then
Right.
obviously you have the cross country skiing and all that kind of shit probably in the other 3 cities. So
Mhm.
I do think the French Alps is pretty close to Milan as well, because Milan's kind of more middle north, I think, central north of Italy.
Mhm.
So
Right. Yeah, it's been interesting, just how the Olympic Committee has, like, built everything and just hearing some of the stories,
mhm.
and then, like, probably hearing it now from, like, the athlete side, but, at the end of the day, they're all there competing for their country, so it's
Have we
just
gotten an update on the bed situation? Remember the last Summer Olympics, 2024 in Paris? They were taking pictures of their bed and they took it apart or whatever, and it was just like a little foam mattress on top of
Mhm.
cardboard.
I do remember that. That's,
That
like,
was tough.
not great for these athletes to sleep on, like, here, I heard it's, like, dorm style, but I do wonder what, like, the sleeping
Yeah,
situation's like.
There's that picture of Jake sitting on his bed in the dorm, or in like a model dorm, I think, like a model home for the dorm, I think is what it is. Like when they got there. So I'm wondering how big the beds are, because Jake obviously is like 6'5",
Right.
so large human. It's just like
Just hanging off the bed.
right. Where are your feet? You know, are you hanging your head off instead, or are we hanging one leg off, one leg on, going diagonal style? Like I don't. What's the method? If the bed is too small, need to know that. They have roommates, which is fun. The hockey guys too. Canada's the only men's team to not be in the dorms in the Winter Olympic Village, and the Team USA women are the only team not in the Olympic Village for the hockey side.
Very interesting. They just wanted to stay separate, I guess.
Both teams are staying at the Four Seasons, not Four Nations.
Hey, they put a little bit of money aside. They're like, we're going to take care of our players, put them up in the Four Seasons. To each their own. But I like the good old fashioned.
Yeah,
like you stay in the village with all the people. That'd be so much fun.
because I know the U.S. women's team's a little bit younger this time around, but they're not barred from going to the Olympics like the NHLers were over the last several cycles. So I know the U.S. guys are like really looking forward to getting in the Olympic Village and being an Olympian, as opposed to just like going to win the gold medal and all that kind of stuff, which is not necessarily concerning. But I would also, if I were to go to the Olympics, I would want the full Olympic experience. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Right. Exactly. Well, at least you know what? Our USA men's team, they are getting that full experience.
They are.
So that is very fun, even if they are struggling with their sleeping arrangement.
Do you think the Kachucks decided to room together?
Yeah, they are rooming together.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard, I think it was someone said that both those brothers are rooming together. And then I think the Hughes brothers are rooming together too. So
do you remember the game day picture where they were in their like full get up or whatever, or like the polo Ralph Lauren suits pregame from not this past game, maybe it was the last game? Jack Hughes looks exactly like one of my PE teachers growing up, Mrs. Wooden. That was it's like with the sunglasses on and the beanie and the amount of hair that came out from here. As someone that usually has long hair, I understand it. He looked like Miss Wooden growing up. My
Miss Wooden is crazy.
8th grade. That's what he looked like, and I couldn't get it out of my head. I sent it immediately into one of my group chats. I was like, "This is my PE teacher from 8th grade."
Ms. You Wooden. Need to get a side by side. Look up on Facebook.
I don't even have a Facebook anymore. I deleted that in like 2018. I said, this is enough. I need to get out of here. I don't even know her first name. That's kind of the problem here. It's kind of the problem. Yeah. I have no idea. But what can you do? That was just a tough. What can you do? It looked cool, you know, the full get up, but the beanie sunglasses combo just made it look like my PE teacher. I couldn't get that out of my head.
That is too good. Oh my gosh.
Just and Quinn Hughes still seeing ghosts abroad. So that still travels.
I've just been like trying to follow that like a little bit. Like I didn't really understand like what the story was up until like people talking about it a little bit more online. And I was like, now they're making like a whole thing out of it. Like Team USA is like putting graphics of like the players like in motion. It's like him seeing ghosts. I was like, that's so awesome.
Yeah, as someone that doesn't have tweet notifications on, that makes sense why you don't see that very often. Not that I have tweet notifications on for about Quinn Hughes, but it's on my timeline a lot. It's just, and it makes sense when you see the full like actual clip of the broadcast or whatever, and they're like panning on the bench. Everyone's either communicating, chewing on a mouth guard, fixing their stick, wiping their visor, grabbing the water bottle, like those kinds of things. And Quinn Hughes is staring in the distance every single time without fail.
It's so funny. Okay, per ESPN's Emily Kaplan, Sidney Crosby will undergo an MRI after his exit lower body injury today. So there's your update. They probably will have those results back not until tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not good for Team Canada. No. Not good for the Penguins. Not good for Sidney Crosby fans. The hit was obviously completely clean, and I didn't really see where the leg kind of got bent over, and then he got hit like 2 more times on that shift, and every time he got up, the leg got worse and worse. So, yeah, not good for Team Canada when your captain goes down. You're the guy that scored the golden goal in 20. Tough.
Yeah.
I just did a little switcheroo there. That was fun.
That was a little switch. Oh, you're back.
Yeah,
seeing ghosts.
That was fun.
We talked about the ghosts, and they're here.
Yeah, I think the ghosts have entered. the Milan Cortina ghosts have entered the chat. Not good. Chat, I think are we a week away from Dallas Stars hockey in AAC?
Mm-hmm. How we feeling, everybody?
I've missed it. You know, this time has been better than last year with Four Nations break. Because Four Nations, like, there weren't enough games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we woke up every morning for the last half and just had hockey in our so.
Yeah, it was
better this time.
Right. I actually like this a lot better. It just seems more smooth. We get stuff throughout the day. It's not as chaotic. We're easing back into it. Where I feel like Four Nations was just like kind of hectic last year, and then you get right back into the season.
It was quick, and then it was not, because like it was still, there was a week, and then there was Four Nations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was a week of nothing, which I think we may have had this time, but it was also the Olympics, so I had something else to watch, and I also had the NBA and all that kind of stuff. Junior, what's up? We're 0-0. Had some good shots on goal, but it feels like a lot of the other U.S. games so far early. It's just kind of getting good shots, not allowing too much danger, no score. It's kind of what it is.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit to get them going, but once the floodgates open, you know exactly how it is. They've only had, I believe, one power play opportunity in that first period, so hopefully they'll get another one here in the second, and that'll open up some scoring chances, but we like an even strength goal as well. So Team USA, our prediction, I'm going 4-2.
Yep.
Jones at a 3-2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kirkowski here in the chat says apparently McKinnon is dealing with something. Oh, hey.
Ooh.
The ghosts are out.
Quinn Hughes is with us.
I should not have said anything about Quinn Hughes. Sorry. Apparently McKinnon is dealing with something, according to Matthew Kirkowski. That wouldn't surprise me. He hasn't looked like Nathan McKinnon this tournament.
Let me look up some stuff.
He scores on the power play like every time, because he's right there on the edge of the crease, and it's just a cross crease pass, and it's the easiest thing of all time. But it feels like he's not taking over the game in the way that Macklin Celebrini has, or obviously Connor McDavid. Like, we see those two guys just kind of go ham. I haven't seen that from McDavid or McKinnon this year or in the Olympics, so we'll see. I don't know. If he's dealing something, I wouldn't be surprised about it, though.
Yeah, I'd love to hear more on potentially what he might be dealing with. Obviously, first I'm hearing it, but it is interesting. But it would make sense because usually he's like the go-to guy, but he's been just kind of feeding the puck out to everybody else.
He doesn't look as fast, has been my takeaway. He didn't look as fast on TV necessarily. Junior said release the Bash Bros in full force. Well, if you miss the first period, you miss Brady Tkachuk just like absolutely destroying a man. That was pretty fun late in the first period, but Matthew said, is he a Mikko merchant? I mean, no. He's leading the league in the NHL in points, right? And in goals. So, no.
Yeah.
However, probably made his life a lot easier having Mikko on his line.
Yep, probably. And that's exactly why they were the 2022 Stanley Cup champions, to be honest. I mean, look at what they did.
Yeah.
Back during that time with those two on the team. But, I mean, you have Nathan McKinnon, Cal
They
McCarr.
had Landis Cup winning the Conn Smythe.
Martin Necas, he is insane. Just watching him play today.
Yeah.
Insane. Like, Colorado's scary. They got some scary good guys.
We watched Marty Necas in the playoffs last year. I think he had 2 points. I think they were both goals, and that was it in that series in 7 games. He just disappears in the playoffs, which Canes fans were saying when they made that trade with Mikko, and they're like, oh, we got Mikko. Heck yeah. have fun with Natchez. He disappears in the playoffs. Kind of did. Like, he was there and he was dangerous, I think, but he was dangerous in spots. It wasn't games or periods or full shifts. Like, there was just like one little play and you're like, oh shit, that was crazy. And then other than that, but I feel like the Natchez goals were both power play goals too, if I'm not mistaken, in that series last year. So I'm curious to see what it looks like this year in round one, because it doesn't look like the Stars and the Avalanche will match up in round one. So it would probably give him more time, be a different opponent, probably an inferior opponent. So I'm just curious to see what Natchez looks like in the playoffs this year. And obviously having an extra season, a full regular season of playing with McKinnon and Makar and everybody else probably helps him. I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm just saying what Canes fans brought up to my attention, because one of my buddies is a really big Canes fan. And he told me right after the trade, he's like, this is sick. We got Mikko and we got rid of the guy that just goes quiet in the playoffs. But I could be wrong, and that could just be Canes fans blabbering. I don't know.
This season so far, in 52 games played, he has 22 goals, 40 assists. So 62 points overall this season.
Pretty good.
And let's see. He is second on the team in points behind Nathan McKinnon, and that's by like 30. 30. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, but just to see him play today for Czechia, he was insane today.
Those poor Czechs. Really thought they had it. So sad. I guess Radek gets to come home now and get some treatment. I don't know. We'll see what his injury update is. Glenn Goaltending, I saw today, does not have an update on Radek yet on his injury, but I would assume he's going to get one either later today or tomorrow. So I don't know when he comes home.
And you know what? Like I've been saying, this is a tough time for GMs and coaches to watch the Olympics, because injuries happen, and then you have to look at your team and you're like, how are we going to put this team back into play here to gear up for a Stanley Cup? Yep. And it is tough. Like, these guys are definitely like on edge because you just don't know what could happen, but you got to plan for it, prepare for it, and then deal with things and adjust on the fly. So Glenn Goaltending, he's, I believe, a big genius at that. So if Roddick's out for a longer period of time, I'm sure that they'll make the adjustments that they need.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that first 2.5 months of the season where they were one of the best teams in the league, second best team in the league behind Colorado, who was on historic pace. You don't have Harley, you don't have Duchesne, don't have Nils, don't have Jamie. You didn't have Rope for a couple games there. Like, you missed Mikko for suspensions. Like, you've dealt with it all this year already. So Glenn has proved himself and just said, hey, I'll figure it out one way or another.
As far as this comment goes for the Finns,
yeah,
it's just standard at this point that Miro is playing as much as he is, and same with Essa. Like, that's what they're doing right now, even for the Stars. Like, their minutes are way up there because they're the top two guys. And yeah, they probably need a little bit of a break, but a lot of these guys like to keep the rhythm of things going, and it probably helps them still prepare a little bit going into the rest of the regular season. So I think that they like the grind and the hustle, and it's probably better than just having like a really long break and then they're maybe not as accustomed to the speed and time on ice that they have to play.
Yeah. When they're the two best defensemen on your team and your country, you're going to play them. Just like the Stars. They're like, these are our two best defensemen. We're going to play them. That's what it is. So not shocked. As long as everybody stays healthy, I'm not concerned. And they've proven to stay healthy playing these kinds of minutes over the course of the last few years. It's just I would like to see if Miro is completely healthy by the playoffs. Could we get Thomas Harley to play a little bit more? Can we get him closer to the 22 to 23 minute? Bring Miro down to maybe 25 minutes instead of like 27 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you get Liam Bishop back. You can play those guys 15 plus minutes.
Tiny adjustments.
Yeah.
Will go a long way.
So,
all right, we're back in play now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, gravy pan. They're just gonna play. It's just what they do, and they're used to it. That's the thing. They're not like necessarily overexerting themselves. This is more of a playoff type of 29 minutes as opposed to a regular season type of 29 minutes. But either way, they're used to it, so it's nothing new for them, which is, I would say, good news.
I'm just happy to see Miro Heiskanen like able out here, like him being able to compete because he didn't
Yeah,
get to do Four Nations last year, and he's like one of the biggest guys that they rely on for Finland.
and you know, it's the last NHLer to win a gold medal for Finland because he was on there before he made it to the NHL.
There you go.
And good for him. I want a goal here. I just want to calm the nerves. Just one goal would be nice. Just
We're
one.
gonna get there.
I know. It's just like there's still so much time, but it feels like there's no time at all. Because if they lose, they're out. It's over. I think that's the problem here. With my heart, my anxiety, and my brain. That's all it is.
They're gonna get the scoring going here, I have a feeling. Pretty decent shot right there.
They're
Dylan
cycling.
Larkin.
They're cycling. Would love to get Dylan Larkin on the score sheet. I want him to get going. He hasn't been, I would say, spectacular. Taking a handful of penalties. Hadn't created a lot so far, so we'll see.
Let's see where. Ooh. I love it too because it's only going to get more physical as things go on. They're starting to get real chippy with each other. Can we just talk about? Do you want to talk about the chirp?
Yes, would love to. The U.S. Germany game on Sunday, which we did talk about on the pod, which did numbers, by the way. Thanks for everyone that tuned in. The Canadians to finish. Oh, there was a lot of you. I think almost half of our viewership came from Finland and Canada. So thank you guys.
So fun.
Yeah, that was fun. The chirp was incredible, and the Canadians getting so much more upset about it, and Oilers fans getting upset about it, and Germans getting upset about it, made it that much better.
It was literally, as you said, Trevor Upperbowl podcast, an all-timer.
If you didn't see what Matthew Tkachuk said to Leon Draisaitl during the USA Germany game, it was always the bridesmaid, eh? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, eh? It's just
so good.
And then Oilers fans were like, well, he didn't even do anything last year in the playoffs. Well, in the Stanley Cup final, he had the same amount of points as Connor McDavid, had this series clinching goal, and was playing on a torn abductor. Like, if that doesn't scream hockey player to you, with the chirps, with the performance, while playing with like no groin, essentially, is what he was playing with. That's a quintessential hockey player, and I don't know what to tell you, Canadians. This is American hockey right here. We're that good.
We're going to talk the talk, and Matthew's Chuck is going to talk the talk every single time.
Did you see the Athletics article? Like, they did a player analysis where they interviewed players or asked them a bunch of questions, and they sent in their answers, and like, who's the worst chirpers in the league? Who has the worst chirps in the league? Matthew was up there. Brady was up there, like top 3, obviously, because everyone hates them if they're not on your team. The Dallas Stars as a whole made like the top 10. Like, it's just the Dallas Stars. Like, everyone else's players, and it said the Dallas Stars. I was like, yeah, I can see that. And then Thomas Harley got votes voted for him, like other votes.
I'm sure he like talks a little bit down there. You just don't know what he says.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it against the Czechs where he's laughing at Radek. Like, I don't know. I would assume he talks. I would assume that it's not that good having to talk to Thomas Harley. So this is insane. The ghosts are after us.
They're switching us up. It's like wild.
This is crazy. But like, who on the Stars do you think it would be good at chirping? Like it takes you a minute to find
I
out.
mean, if Tyler Seguin was playing, it would be Tyler Seguin.
Sure. He's not playing. There is no one on the roster.
It's hard to actually sit there and
This is
think of a legitimate person.
when we get back in the locker room next week, this is what we need to go around asking is like, who's the best chirper on the team? Who has the best chirps?
Okay, we are doing this next week. This is going to be our task next Wednesday.
That'll be our Friday segment, Friday morning. We'll talk about what we learned on Wednesday or Thursday when we're in the locker room.
Okay, let's do it.
Because in reality, I think it's Jake. I think Jake might have the best chirps.
It is definitely not Jamie Benn.
Jamie, no.
I thoroughly don't believe it. He's the most quiet person.
Although, when we're sitting in the press box, he talks a lot on the ice after the whistle and everything, but it's very quiet. So that's the problem with the chirp is you kind of have to be the loudest guy in the room when you're chirping and when you're a good chirper. I think that's kind of the problem with Jamie is like you can see him talking. However, it's probably at minimum volume and you can't hear it when you're standing 3 feet away like we can in the scrum.
I can't. I was gonna say Nathan Bastian, but I haven't really seen him chat that much. Like he can get a little chippy though.
He probably chirps the most.
He'd be another good person to talk to on the pod.
Bastian would be fun. Sam said he was a lot of fun when he came on DLS. So, yeah, we don't have any. We just don't have chirpers on the team. And I wish, like, obviously everyone on this pod and everyone on this live stream knows that I love the Kachuk brothers. And I've been vying for a Kachuk brother on the Stars for several years now, to no avail, obviously. But I love a guy that's just always yelling at, like Brad Marchand. When he became available last year, I was like, just do it. Fucking send it in, boys.
Oh, that would have been insane.
Mikko, I don't think Mikko chirps.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he chirps after he scores or something, or if he lays a big hit and someone comes after him. I think he just it's not even a chirp. It's more so like, what are we talking about?
He just yells at him. Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing? You're yelling at me? Like the Drewski meme where he's like, me? Like that. That's more so Mikko. He's sassy more so than chirpy.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
It's so good. I can't believe that. Like, and I love that the camera was just right there on it too, and you can actually hear it, and it's not just like Twitter lip readers. Like that was confirmed. That was confirmed chirp.
Audio was there.
Did the U.S. or do you think the U.S. are going to kill Canada tomorrow in the women's match? Gold medal.
Yes, I do.
I just feel like they're just going to shit pump everyone to a gold medal. It's going to be awesome.
I think they're going to dominate.
That first Canada game was crazy.
And that game tomorrow, let me make sure I know what time it's at.
I believe it's at 1:10. It's an hour earlier, if I had to guess.
It is at 1:10.
Look at me.
Tomorrow. Good job.
Look at me. Sean Avery, great chirper. All-time chirper. Maybe he's on the Mount Rushmore of chirping. Sean Avery. Dallas Stars legend. People forget. Oh. I've been looking for a Sean Avery Dallas Stars jersey. I have.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they made any. I don't think he played that many games for us. So that was kind of the problem. But I've been looking for one. So if anyone knows someone that has a Sean Avery Dallas Stars jersey, let me know. Would love to purchase it.
Hey, send it out, tweet it out. Someone definitely has one.
Maybe. I don't know. How many people, like everyone hated Sean Avery. Did Stars fans like Sean Avery back then? I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like
wasn't dialed in enough yet.
Yeah. Corey Perry won. That'd be interesting.
If he wasn't a one-year wonder and lose the Stanley Cup Finals 16 times in a row, that would definitely be a consideration. But
I know,
he
it's
did
just
that. So
nonstop.
he just lost to the Cup final 6 years in a row or whatever, and that was incredible. Great run for him.
For so many different teams.
Yeah, and yeah, until he went to the Oilers 2 years in a row. Yeah, see, I've looked on eBay. I'm gonna pull it up now. See what happens. If anyone's got a link, send it my way.
I'm looking up a lot of teams' stats right now while we're watching this game, just so I can speed up for next week.
A lot of Darian Hatcher jerseys when I type in Sean Avery, so that's interesting. Everyone, what's the thoughts on Connor Hellebuck right now? He's been pretty spectacular today.
This is a very even matchup. Like, I mean, look at the shots.
Yeah.
I like the way Connor Hellebuck has played a lot. I will say. He's been fantastic for Team USA.
Very good. Oh.
Couple looks there.
And hit the post. Today too. And you know, Otter's not going to touch the ice the entire Olympics, which is going to suck. But hey,
I know.
At least he's dressing during the knockout rounds.
It's all about the experience.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Jake says about the Olympic experience. I know he's going to say nothing but good words.
Yeah.
That's what Jake does. But I wonder what real Jake thinks, not media Jake.
We'll have to chat with him afterwards.
Need to have an off the record combo with him. I don't know if he'll give it to us this year.
Give us the tea, Jake.
Yeah, we'll see.
Gravy Pan
said that he doesn't think that Stars fans took to Sean Avery like they did with Brett Hull, and he was gone after 4 months. So, yeah, like I know he wasn't like spectacular for that Stars team. I just want that, you know. I just want that jersey because it's funny. I like funny jerseys. I've gotten into funny jerseys for my teams now. Like this year, my Miami Dolphins. One of my classmates at Mississippi State, Willie Gay Jr., played for Mississippi State then. That was terrifying. Got a Willie Gay Jr. jersey, and he played like 30 snaps this year. It's just like did not play, but it's funny because everyone's gonna be like, "Who's Gay Jr." on the back? I don't know.
You're like, it's this guy.
It's my boy Willie Gay. From Starkville, Mississippi. Not a big deal. So yeah, the Sean Avery one is one that I'm looking for just for shits and gigs because it'd be funny.
That'd be a good one. Might as well.
We could just we mentioned him the last live stream. Max Domi could just rip one of his. Get a Max Domi Stars jersey.
We did talk about him. He was one of my favorite, sneaky good players on that roster.
Yeah, Trevor, thoughts and prayers for the Dolphins. Yeah, look, man, I'm almost 30. It's what I know. It's all I know. It's just shitty football. I'm going to be all right.
I am locked in on this, you guys.
Victor Hedman injured in warmups. More you know.
Lucas Raymond, he's really good.
Oh. Did y'all notice how after the Swayman half ice goal from the red line, they decided to change the color of the boards to a lighter color? They literally
because he's literally Colorblind?
Yeah, shocking development, and everyone was really mad at me. Everyone, I I just quote tweeted. I was like, "We brought a colorblind goalie to the Olympics as a joke," because like I know a lot of people have color blindness, and like it varies depending on like what color you can and can't see, and it's white and black. I understand that. It was a tweet, and it was funny, and it got a lot of likes, got a lot of retweets, got a lot of views. However, the Canadians in the chat, everybody calm down, all right? Just everybody calm down. They're like typical Dallas Stars fan, typical American, doesn't know that 1 in 12 men are colorblind. And I was like, I said it on our last pod. I was like, I've only met 3 colorblind people in my life.
I don't think I've ever met one person that's colorblind.
I don't know if it's 1/12. Like, it
There's
doesn't
no
seem
way.
right.
It's not a stat. They pulled that out of thin air.
I was on swim teams with like
We're doing
60 plus
research.
dudes, and like one guy was colorblind on my college team. None were colorblind in my club team growing up. There's one on like a summer league team, and I met like one other person in my life. There's 3 colorblind people that I've ever met in my life. One of them's reds and greens he can't see, and I was like, "How do you drive?" He's like, "I don't know. You just kind of look for the light."
Okay, this is a study from Henry Ford Health, which is a blog.
Are we driving Fords? Because Henry Ford?
This is a blog, and that's where that stat came from. 1 in 12 men and 1 in 200 women have inherited color blindness, which is from a blog. So unless there is a doctor that is on here telling me this, I don't believe it.
All right. What are the odds of being colorblind?
This is what we do on the live stream.
Yeah, this is the Google AI engine, you know. I don't necessarily try. Colorblind awareness. 1 in 12 men, 8%. From colorblindawareness.org. So it's an organization. Okay. 1 in 200 women. So you're not excluded from this. Colorblindness, Wikipedia. I trust them.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia says 1 in 12, so I'm in. 1 in 12 men. I believe it.
I don't know. I don't trust the internet.
No, the internet's stupid, and we should read more books. But what can you do? Anyone got any good book recommendations? Since we're not scoring goals, I'm looking to. I've got a book I'm reading right now. I've got my next book I'm reading. Would like to know what my 3rd book I'm going to read is. That's a genius comment. The company that makes colorblind glasses should make windshields too. You know how you can get the special sunglasses or whatever that shows you all the colors?
Was it Larkin?
Dylan Larkin, I told you guys.
Off the score sheet. Let's go.
I told you guys. Playing Freebird. And we got to pause it before YouTube kills me. Yeah, that's fire. I just needed something. That was a little chaos, you know. I'm a big fan of chaos in front of the net. Big fan of flinging pucks towards nets. What a tip. What a tip.
Wow. Right in the right corner.
That's impressive. Opposite side.
Mm-hmm. Hughes brothers on the assist.
Naturally. Because why wouldn't they, you know? Cycle the puck, puck's on net. It's a tale as old as time, Trevor. Tale as old as time. Let's go. Getting a goal. Feel a little bit more comfortable now.
Okay, we're up. The U.S. is up. Pretty good.
See, I was trying to lull everyone to sleep. Like, send me book recommendations. I was summoning a goal. That's what I was doing. I said, this is boring, guys. We need goals. Pucks on net. Chaos in front. Pucks on net. Cycle the pucks. Pucks on net. equals goals. I think that's the I don't know what that's the equation, right? It's like the puck's on net, goals in net. That's the equation.
Just bring up the books and you're good to go.
Call it boring, score a goal immediately. Matthew, yeah, I believe Canada versus Finland because
Correct.
the U.S. will, or whoever wins this game will play Slovakia.
Correct.
So, yeah, you get to. I know Slovakia is ranked higher than Finland because of the group stage, but whoever wins this game definitely lucks out and doesn't have to play the next two hardest teams right off the rip. So,
which those games will be hosted on Friday, and then Sunday is going to be the gold medal game. Bronze medal game, I believe, is on Saturday.
It is. So TBD on the Friday stream. Obviously, the U.S. have to win this game first, and two, TBD. I don't know if we're streaming from the office or not. I'll be in Houston. But if the U.S. does make the gold medal match, we will be streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Pucks and coffee. Shout out to Gus. We'll have that graphic ready to go. 8 a.m. We're gonna play.
I'm gonna be up so early that morning.
Yeah, like I don't think I'll sleep. It's gonna be like Christmas morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's gonna feel like.
Fun fact for everybody in the chat. My extra gig this weekend, aside from covering Olympic hockey. Ooh, little fight here. Hang on.
Well, it's the Kachuk brothers, Savannah. I mean, what did you expect?
Love it. I will be covering professional bowling this weekend on CBS Sports and CW. So if you guys want to tune in to professional bowling, I will be their lane side reporter on Sunday.
Just the life of Savannah, you know. Mm-hmm. 1 week at Waste Management in Phoenix and Scottsdale. The next week covering bowling.
We're going to do Olympic hockey in the morning, and then we will do bowling in the afternoon.
Sure. We're going to hope that we get to have Olympic hockey in the morning. That's the goal. We need to get in the gold medal match, and then let the cards lay where they may.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Who do we think Miro will shadow in the Finland-Canada game? I mean, every time the Celebrini, Crosby, McDavid lines out there, if Crosby's playing, if Crosby's not playing, I don't know. Anytime McDavid's on the ice, I would assume Miro's out there. Is probably the best method to go with, if I had to guess.
Could not agree more. Yeah, it's going to be, they're going to look at all those pairings, but Miro and Essa out there, it's going to be when their top line's playing, regardless.
Yeah, it has to be. There's no other way. Because then you have Essa out there too. He's the responsible one, and then you can keep Miro on McDavid or Celebrini, whichever one you want to kind of keep him on that side. We'll see. Crosby knee, woof. What are we saying, Trevor? Like, is there a report out there, or is it just like he had the MRI and we're just waiting?
Only news that I have is just that he is receiving an MRI. Results will likely be in tomorrow, and that was reported by Emily Kaplan from ESPN.
Yeah, so I would assume tomorrow, and it looks like his knee, but you never know. I have no idea.
We will see.
This game is very much what I thought would USA Sweden would have looked like before the tournament started.
Mm-hmm.
But after the tournament started, obviously, I'm just like, what happened to Sweden? But now Sweden's like they're playing a really good game.
Sweden's tough. They got some good players.
I do. Cycle the puck's on net, you know? That's what they say.
Okay, so Trevor, thank you for texting me. This is from former Penguin Tyler Kennedy, said on 93.7 The Fan, which is Pittsburgh Sports Talk Radio, thinks that Sidney Crosby suffered an MCL injury in the game. He believes Sid will miss the rest of the Olympics, but won't be out long term for the Penguins.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's usually like a 6 to 8 week injury, I think, NFL wise, is typically what happens for an MCL partial tear. But we'll see. Very strange that we didn't talk about this the last time, but how Mike Sullivan leaves the Penguins and then all of a sudden the Penguins are better. what are we talking? What did we do? Why did we make this guy the head coach?
Little odd. Little odd.
Because it's not like Pittsburgh did anything to the roster.
Right.
Really. I mean, sure, they traded Jari for what's his nuts from Edmonton. You know.
Hey, but then you look at like Columbus, and which like they've been like a pretty good team all year, but then they get Rick Bowness in there, and like the team absolutely loves Rick Bowness so much more as a coach, and they're willing to actually listen. And you start seeing like a pretty good amount of results, I would say, since Rick Bowness stepped into that room.
7-game win streak for Columbus right now.
There you go.
Crazy. And Columbus wasn't like great before they hired Bowness and fired their other coach. Like they were kind of middling. They were towards the bottom of the Eastern Conference. However, being at the bottom of the Eastern Conference means you're like a 3-game win streak from being in the in the wild card, if not in your top 3 of the division. So that's kind of what happened. They won 7 games and now I think they're right under the wild card right now with the game in hand. They're 4 points back. So I don't know. Mike Sullivan's, I don't know, like he didn't overstay his welcome in Pittsburgh. He could have stayed there forever if he wanted to. And I think they were going to let him stay there forever. But it's just an interesting Team USA pick for a guy that hasn't won a cup since 2017 and hasn't had much success since then, playoff-wise. Yeah. I think that's where I had an issue, I think.
Right.
Because you look at Canada's bench, it's John Cooper. He's got 2 cups this decade. You have Pete DeBoer, who went to 3 straight Western Conference Finals. Like that coaching staff is proven recently. The U.S. one doesn't feel like that.
And Hockey Canada's committee and just putting the team together, like it's all former players and coaches and GMs. Like they went all out for it. Like they put together one of the best rosters you'd see on paper, like in decades.
It's the Jim Nill effect. Having Jim Nill a part of it.
Well, guys, I got to jump off for a little bit. My computer is about to die, and I got to check in here at work.
You do that.
But yeah, I will jump back on here when I can.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Chat, how we feeling? It's just me, myself, and I. Yeah, Trevor, do we have any like more info on like how it's run and everything? Because obviously Bill Guerin's in charge, right? Mike Sullivan's the coach. Like, very curious to see what the roster construction is built, like the team building, like you're saying, is weird. Like, did Bill Guerin just run that by himself and then just put together the coaching staff afterward, or was he working with the coaching staff? It's a very strange dynamic with Team USA. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I couldn't tell you, but what can you do? Torts on the bench is funny too. Yeah. Yeah, Gravy Pan. I think they're swarming a little bit more. They feel a little bit more comfortable right now. And now we're going on the power play. 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes left in the period. They got 2 minutes power play here. Brock Nelson's been a fucking American hero during this run. Apollo, Maine, as a casual, explain to the group standings and the goal differences and what the net look like right now. So at the beginning of the Olympics, we had group stage. You had 3 groups of 4 teams. The winner of each group automatically advanced to the quarterfinals. Each win, so it was a point system, right? So each win in regulation was 3 points. Each win in overtime was 2. Each loss in overtime was 1. A regulation loss was 0, right? So the U.S. won 3 games. Canada won 3 games. That's 9 points because they won those in regulation. But each winner of the group stage moved on to the quarterfinals. The Finnish team moved on to the quarterfinals automatically by becoming 4th in the standings with the point system, and goal differential was how they made it to 4th. So the U.S., Slovakia, Canada moved on to the quarters. Finland moved on to the quarters. And then we had the knockout stage yesterday. So a bunch of teams from the group stage, I think the 3rd place team or the second and 3rd place teams in each group moved on to the knockout stage. Like Sweden, they won their knockout game yesterday, are now playing the U.S. in the quarterfinals. Once we move on to the semifinals, you got Canada, Finland already. And then Slovakia won their game this morning, and we'll play the winner of this game. Then the winners of those 2 games go on to the gold medal match. The loser of those games go to the bronze medal match. And that's how you get to where we're at in the Olympics right now. Robo's not on this team because of Trotz. Is that what we think? Or is it because of Bill Guerin? Because Bill Guerin was very outwardly saying that Robo probably wasn't going to make this team in like August, September, November, December, etc. He just basically said Robo doesn't do anything. He needs more than a one-trick pony, which Robo is not. If you're a Stars fan, you know that Robo's not a one-trick pony. So that's the problem. Trevor, you said it's been Bill Zito and Mike Sullivan. Yeah, that's just like Mike Sullivan chose to leave the Penguins team, who has a decent roster, to go to the Rangers team, who on paper has a good roster, but is a fucking disaster. So that doesn't make sense to me. Bill Zito, I'm fine with him helping. But Guerin, I don't know why Zito's not the guy. It would make more sense for Zito to be the head GM and Guerin be on the staff. Oh. Chat, we need this goal. And I don't think we're going to get it. Robo is an iPad kid. Like, always on the iPad. All right, power play's coming to a close. Still have good possession here. Power play's over. Not ideal. All right. 30 shots on goal through 2 periods is sick, but 1 goal is not great. Would like to have more. Hey, is everyone in chat subscribed to the channel? You know, as we come to the end of the second period here, 1-0. We're giving away this Miko Rantanen bobblehead, you know, at 250 subscribers. So we're going to give this away. 250 subscribers. We got Miko Rantanen. It's got the 96. You know, they gave that out earlier in the season. I want to give that away to 1 lucky subscriber, but we got to hit 250. Got to hit 250 subscribers to give that puppy away. We'll do a giveaway once we hit 250. Boldy being on the team is fucking weird to me. Really weird to me that Boldy's on this team, because everything that Bill Guerin said about Robo, where he's a one-trick pony and he doesn't play on the boards, he's not physical enough, he's not strong on the puck, he's not fast enough, this, that, and the other. Boldy has been exactly what Bill Guerin accused Jason Robertson of being during the Olympics. Boldy has been a nothing burger during the Olympics. And Robo, like, sure, Robo could have come in here and been a nothing burger, and I have no idea. But at least that goal-scoring threat's there. And at least him on the power play's there. Boldy just, like, Dom hates Boldy. And Dom does not like having Boldy on the team at all. Noted Boldy hater. So I don't get it, you know? It just didn't make sense to not bring 2 of your best goal scorers in the NHL that are American. Just not bringing both of them didn't make sense to me. Like Clayton Keller, he's played the last He played last game. He played this game. Couldn't tell you when Clayton Keller's on the ice. It's like, I'd rather just have Robo out there and have that scoring threat out there. And you can throw him on the line with Brock Nelson and whoever the right winger is. Like, you can put that line together and just have Robo on the other side. And I think that line would be a lot more dangerous than what Matt Boldy's done so far. Brock Faber, however, great pickup. Quinn Hughes, obviously, Minnesota Wild. Like, 2 of those 3 are really good. Having the third didn't really make sense to me. I think they're the only team in the NHL to have 3 players on a single Olympic roster on one country. So what can you do? All right, chat. Thoughts on the first 2 periods. How are we feeling now? It's only 1-0 US. We're up. Do we need to put the hood up? Do I need to change hats? Do I need to just keep doing what I'm doing? Very superstitious here. Yeah, Kyle Connor being benched last year during the Four Nations for Chris Kreider, who I think scored in that final match against Canada, but like not playing him when you need speed and goal scoring. Keller wasn't even skating with the team in practice. Like, and why is he active then? Like, if he's not skating with the team in practice, why is he active? Don't activate him. Just activate Kyle Connor instead. Kyle Connor's a 40 goal scorer, and he's fast as fuck, and he's great on the the power play. It's just like the roster construction and the coaching decisions have been very, very weird. And Jeremy Swayman getting the nod in one Olympic game over Jake Ottinger because he played in Worlds last year doesn't make sense to me either. I understand that they value Worlds differently than NHL fans, but Ottinger's just not going to touch the ice during the Olympics, and I think that sucks. I think it's dumb. I think that's really dumb at the end of the day. Chat, leave a like while we're here waiting for the third period. Leave a like on the YouTube page. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm going to see if me and Dom or me and Savannah can record an episode tomorrow recapping this game and the other quarterfinal games for a recorded episode to be out on Friday. And then obviously TBD on the stream. You'll see more on Friday if we have the stream or not. Okay? So don't yell if we don't have a stream. Chat, what's been your favorite sport to watch outside of hockey during the Olympics? The snowboarding's been sick. The skiing's been sick. Slalom was today or this morning. Luge has been incredible. Big fan of luge. Not sure what's going on with the luge, but the luge has been fun. Also, can we complain about the announcers during the hockey games? They've been absolutely awful. It's the Olympics, and we just have no juice, no energy. Terrible. Bad. No good. What can you do? Curling has been sick. The drama between the Canadians and the Swedes. And then the women were doing it too. The Canadians are just full of cheaters in curling, apparently. Just that extra little touch with their pointer finger. What's up with that, Canada? I thought we were good, upstanding citizens in this world. Play fairly. I think me and Dom are going to try to do a curling video at some point this year. Because I think Dallas has a rink where you can go do curling. Is it curls? Do we do curls? Do we play curling? Do we go curl? What is the proper verbiage for that? Couldn't tell you. Has the Brendan Burke crew been doing it off a monitor? It feels like it. But if you're in Dallas and there is, I think there's a curling rink in Dallas. Curling, Dallas, Texas. DFW Curling Club, dude. We have the 2025 arena. This is crazy. Yeah, so me and Dom, I think at some point are going to go curl, make a video out of it for YouTube and put it on Clean Sheet of Ice. I think that would be really fun. I I don't think we're gonna do a match against each other. I think me and Dom have to be partners on this. I think he said I have to be the thrower. I have to be the toss, the pusher. What are the positions called? Couldn't tell you. I have no idea anything about curling, but I'm so in. I think I'm going to be pushing, and then Dom's going to be sweeping. I think is the job. There's a curling rink in South Florida. Yeah, there's a bunch of curling rinks across the country. They're kind of spread out in the big cities or the cities that have hockey on in the NHL, obviously in their city. So, where in South Florida you think is in Miami? I might go check that one out. It'd be fun whenever I'm there next. This is brutal. Near Boca. Okay. Yeah, I might have to go check that out. I'm not too far from there when I go down there. So, chat, what did we think about the Canada-Czech game earlier today before the U.S. game got underway? It was a tough goal. Lake Worth, Florida. Okay. Oh, that's way north of Miami. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm not checking that one out. I'll just go to the one in Dallas. Dom's got that Hispanic in him. If he's like me, he put that work on Sunday. Saturday morning cleaning music, and he's fired with that broom. I don't know. It could be. I haven't seen Dom clean. Actually, that's a lie. I have seen Dom clean. He's helped clean the office down in Houston a few times with me. So we'll see what the sweeping look like with Dom and curling. But at some point this year, 2026, we're going to do a curling video. Put it on the books for DFW. So I'm going to need Josh or somebody to get in the car with Dom so we can have a cameraman. But yeah, Trevor, the Czech blew that game. It's tough because it's like they kind of dominated that third period for the first 15 minutes. It takes them all the way down to the 7-minute mark to score that first goal. So it's tough. You're in Broward. Okay. 15, 25 minutes from your location. Cool. Good for you. My family, we got a place down in Sunny Isles. So right there in Miami, pretty much. So good spot down there. Love South Florida. Is Twitter down for everyone? Just got a text. Twitter would be down right now. It's ridiculous. Sick, Trevor. Love Miami. Miami's fun. It's a good time. Good food, good people, sunshine, good golf, bad sports. You know, what else could you get out of Miami? It's pretty good. I don't know when I'm going to be down there next time, but I'd like to go sometime here in the next month or two just before it gets too hot outside, but we'll have to wait and see. Twitter's just been awful this week. Keeps going down repeatedly over the last few days. It's been tough. It's tough when it's your job to tweet things out, right? You know, you just can't get anything out. What can you do? Oh, chat. What are we doing? Local season from April to September is my favorite. Yeah, you got all the snowbirds right now. My parents are up there right now, or down there rather. Just living it up, playing golf every day, having fun, doing good stuff. But I'm not there very often, April to September. I start showing up in September when the Dolphins start playing again. So kind of there when the snowbirds are. But what can you do? Love that place. Chat, who's all going to a Stars game next week? They're back in town a week from today. Got 2 games in the month here. Got the Kraken and the Predators. 25th and 28th. So also, what are everyone's thoughts on the net guards at the Olympics? I kind of like it. I really like Finland's neck guards where it's just built into their shirt. Basically, it's kind of like a mock turtleneck. Big fan of that. Think the turtlenecks are cool. What's everyone eating for dinner tonight? Anyone got plans? Chat, what's favorite and worst thing about clean sheet advice? And what can we change? What can we do differently? Would like to know everyone's thoughts because no one leaves a comment that just says bad episode. Would like to hear that every once in a while so I could change it, you know? Would like that. But what can you do? No one's in chat. Is everyone just asleep right now in between the second and third period? Like we got to get up, guys. We got to get up. Where is Dom? Dom's at work. Dom works like 27 jobs for all the sports teams in Houston. So he has a pretty good schedule for the most part. However, it is rodeo season in Houston. And if you've ever been a part of the rodeo season in Houston, it's chaos. It's crazy. It goes the whole month, and prepping for it takes a month before that. So he's going to be kind of in and out of the pod for the most part for the next few weeks. But once rodeo season's done, then Dom is ready and able to go for all of our episodes, and especially our playoff episodes. So Dom will be a very much regular during the playoffs. We'll be recording after every road game, kind of right after, and then every morning after the home games, because I'll be at AAC for the home games. So I don't want to stay up an extra hour and a half, 2 hours after I get back home, after doing media and press and all that kind of stuff. I think that's a little tough. So for playoff season, We'll have an episode every game, just like we did last year. Did really well. That was a lot of fun. Trevor, do you create all the social media posts for them? Like, are you creating social clips from the pod and pushing them out on everything? Chad, I think Savannah's going to be hopping back in for the third period, so don't fret. She'll be back. Yeah, Trevor, I feel you. I do the same thing. So it's a tough world out there. Sometimes you just got to do it all yourself. Okay, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna get through it. The Moose shirt did not get rejected by the merch team. However, Gus, we've got a lot going on right now. If you know anything about our company, Apollo Media, we're big Astros fans. It's kind of how the company started. And we're trying to gear up for World Baseball Classic and opening day. So the merch is not ready yet. We're focusing on the opening day right now. I wanted to have it after the Olympic break. It doesn't look like we're going to have it after the Olympic break. However, you give me another week or so, I might have another update on that shirt. So, so the Miko shirt should, in theory, I would like to have that at the start of April, so that way we can get them up for postseason. Third period started. All right, Chad, we need another goal. We need another goal quick. Yeah, Gus, Astros, they're our moneymaker at Apollo Media. The Beyond the Diamond podcast with Josh and Dez, they do a hell of a job. And it's how those companies started going. And then we started kind of moving and grooving and trying new things and doing new content, new teams, that kind of stuff. So it's not that the Dallas Stars are on the back burner. However, I am not the talented person that can create all the merch. So that kind of relies on Josh and the rest of that team and getting that up and all that kind of stuff and getting the shirts made and all those things that go into it. That's not my job necessarily. So I got to rely on the other guys. So we're thin on manpower. So if anyone wants to help with the merchandise, creating designs, getting things up on Shopify, if anyone wants to be a merch director, I would love to have that. So if you are interested in that, or if you're interested in making social media content for us or anything like that, just hit me up. You find my email, find my Twitter, find my Instagram, something like that. DM me. We can talk about that. We can try to find some new things, right? Oh, just for Brett, that was disgusting. If he had just kept the ghosts are after me today. I keep just dipping out and then coming back in. This is terrifying. Yeah, Gus, if you're interested and capable of doing that, and I know I've already seen some designs, we'll have to get you with Josh and kind of see if that's interesting to you, if you want to run the merchandise side online, because obviously you're not in Houston. or in Dallas. So more of a remote position, but definitely something we could talk about. Yeah, just slide in my DM. I'll let you know. Who's the internet provider? AT&T. Haven't had many problems during the streams or podcasts. However, I think because I mentioned Quinn Hughes' ghosts, that's what happened. No, I've got AT&T. We got fiber here in Dallas. We're fine. Everything's fine. And then I don't know if it's the internet or if it's our software that we use to stream for. Could be that. Could be something different. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I'll have to find out. Yeah, Matthew, we do use Shopify for our online portion of it. We do a lot of events down in Houston. So when we have merch, we sell it in person through that. Have our software do that. But Shopify is easy. It works. It's just our company's grown a little bit. And we just didn't grow the merch side. So yeah, Gus, I trust you. We just need to kind of talk that out. So just slide my DM and maybe we can get some conversations going. All for it. I did say his name 3 times, and do I say it another 3 times and it stops happening? Is that how the ghosts work? I don't know how the ghost of Italy and Milan works. Oh, that's not a penalty, dude. That's a brutal call. That's a brutal call, chat. Brutal, brutal, brutal. It's not a trip. Chat, used to do this thing for Mississippi State and the Astros. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up, chat. That's what's going to happen. We're on the PK here. 2 minutes. I'm going to throw up. JT Miller. We got Eichel out there. Looks like Slavin and Faber. It's an interesting PK unit. Love that Eichel's out there. You need Slavin out there. Faber is an interesting one. I don't know if that would have been my first grouping out there. But JT Miller, that's the reason he's here. So, like, Bill Guerin better put his money where his mouth is with JT Miller being out on the ice for a PK because that's what he's here for. Yeah, JT's a tough one. Because, like, Vancouver was bad. Vancouver was really bad last year. And you have the drama and all the shit that goes with that. So, like, trading him or EP, it's easy to trade JT in that situation because EP's younger. That's a pick. What are we doing here, refs? Like, this is crazy. But then he goes to the Rangers and he just turns, like, he gets captain right off the rip. And then I don't know, man. It just, JT's a tough one. That Rangers team's bad this year too. I don't know if he's the problem or the Rangers weren't good last year either. So I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. Now they have no Panarin either. So all right. Good stuff there, Larkin. Rangers are a mess, like it's the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, I don't they had a good roster there. They could have done some things and they just didn't. And I don't know what you changed. Like, they changed the coach. They had a decent roster on paper and it didn't work. And then you trade Panarin now, and he didn't get a lot for Panarin, who signed a extension with them either. That was shocking. Like, not saying that they should have gotten at least like a first round pick, but they probably should have if you're getting 4 years of Panarin. They didn't even get a second-round pick, which was also weird. Like when you tell the world that you're going to sell to the fans and write a letter about it, you lose all your leverage. So, oh Jesus, that's terrifying, bro. They changed coach twice. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what to do with the Rangers, man. Oh. It's good retaliation right there after the PK. Good PK. 2 years for Panarin. Was that it? I thought he got 3 years with the Kings in the extension. Could be wrong. It's been a while since that trade happened now with the Olympics. I don't know what's all going on anymore. I got to get back in NHL mode next week. Puck's on net here, boys. See, Boldy, you go far side there. That'd be great. Okay, 2 years for Panarin. Sure. Yeah, I remember it was the 11 AAV. I want to play Freebird so bad, chat. I just need another. I need another goal here. 32 shots on goal, 1 goal. Hell of a job by the goaltender for Sweden, but oh, Quinn just kind of bullied there, huh? Oh. Called that icing so early. So why is Hedman on the bench if he's not playing? I know he got injured in warm-ups, but like, if he's just not going to play, why is he in the middle of the bench and just sliding down it? Like, why didn't he just in a separate seat? Doesn't make any sense. All right, gold medal matches tomorrow at 12:10, not 1:10. Interesting. Oh. Hellebuck's been doing it, man. He's been playing well. Why isn't he gassing beers like Chelios on the bench? Yeah, I don't know. Probably can't. It's probably not the smartest thing to do. George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey. Sure. Dude, why are the beers so small in Italy? They look so small. That is a huge miss for Sweden, though, not having Hedman. Like, how do you get injured in warmups? What happened? I need to see a clip. We need a goal. What do we have to type in chat to summon a goal? Is it a number? Is it a word? I don't know. We got to summon something in the chat to get another goal. It'd be great. Corona being the only beer sponsor for the think is why is it Corona? Like I don't know if there's an Italian beer out there. Not a beer guy, but books. We do need to. All right, chat. Send in your book recommendations. Send in your book recommendations because Savannah's back. Savannah's back.
Hi, you guys. Sorry, I had a little work to do because you know what? It still is a middle of the afternoon and a work day.
I forgot about book recommendations. I was trying to just get chat to find out what we needed to do to summon a goal. Book recommendations is the move here. We're going book recommendations. So if you have book recommendations,
keyword book recommendations. I'm not sure why the scoring has just been so limited, but they have been going back and forth like nonstop, and Sweden has had some decent looks recently.
The goaltenders have been really good. It's definitely what's going on.
We love that.
Which is good to see as the U.S. goaltenders situation we were like kind of worried about, slightly at least, because we're not seeing Jake at all. We would like to see the goaltender play really well. That's what Helly's doing. So good for Helly. However, the highlighter yellow goaltender, be cool if he just let in like one or two.
Sweden yellow,
as I say.
It's its own color. It's in its own category.
We're talking about books, right? I got my next book, 1776, David McCullough. It's the history of the American Revolution. There's a lot of letters in here, apparently, from like the future presidents and the generals and all that kind of stuff.
Okay,
just a full-on like actual oral history of the revolution. So I'm interested in that one. Obviously, it's timely for the Olympics in 1776, but that's what I'll be reading next. I'm reading a baseball book right now, and I couldn't tell you what the name of it is.
What is the birthday for the 4th of July this year? Isn't it 250?
It's the 250th birthday of America. So, figured I should read 1776 at some point this year.
There you go. Stay on theme, on par.
Yeah, just a little bit, And I like history. History's good. That was the one class I was good at in school, Someone I was interested in, maybe.
You guys, I've never learned so much about bowling in my life in 1 week. I've learned a lot of things.
Have you read a bowling book yet?
I've not. I need to do that. Book recommendations for bowling, everybody, please. Let me know.
When was the last time you went bowling?
It's been years.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like we used to go every summer when I was coaching swim teams. Because during city meet week, you'd have the whole city, every team. We had 17 teams from swim teams or whatever for summer league, and every year on like a Saturday, Sunday, it'd be city meet, like the week after 4th of July. So that whole week we'd do something fun. We'd go bowling one day, we'd go to the movie one day, we'd have a pasta potluck one day. Like we just do something, We went bowling like every year. However, after I stopped coaching as a swim coach, like I don't know when the last time I went bowling was. It's been a long time.
Did you have a Wii when you were growing up?
Oh, my wife just texted me. I did go bowling last year. Never mind. I went bowling like last year. But before then, it'd been years. I guess my wife's listening to me. I don't know if she's watching the stream or if she can just hear me. But
hey, you know what? I feel like you guys should go on a bowling date.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see if she wants to go bowling. I'm down. I love bowling.
I haven't been in a while, but I'm going to be surrounded by the best professional bowlers in the world.
You can pick up some tips there.
They bowl like 300s.
Oh, no, it's crazy what they do. They're just perfect every time. And when they get they miss one or they get a spare, they're pissed. It's the worst thing ever for them.
Yeah, I'm like, this is considered a major.
Oh.
Like think about like golf majors.
Yeah. They got bowling majors.
This is considered a major for bowling. So
they call it a major? Do they call it a grand slam? What do they call it?
They call it a major.
Okay. So it's not like tennis. It's not a grand slam.
Mm-mm.
Pucks on net. Damn.
Mm.
Book recommendations. History and geography. Yeah. Ruled at those classes, dude. I was sick in my maps class. Had a maps class one time, freshman year of high school. Just had to study maps, fill them out, completely blank. It was pretty cool.
I think I like history the most when I was in high school, and
For
English.
sure.
Like I was pretty good at those two. Math, algebra, not happening.
No. Trig. You ever take Algebra 2 Trig?
I did not. No.
Oh,
I
got my ass
I took
kicked.
algebra 2, but not trig.
Mine was Algebra 2 Trig, like combo. I was like, you're going to give me something I'm not good at and then add another thing on top of that I'm not good at? It's crazy. Not the Denny's Grand Slam. I don't know why tennis calls it Grand Slams. Like, can we just not make that majors for like individual sports? Why don't we just call them majors?
I don't know. It's
Like that makes the most sense ever.
It's like a thing, but I think it just like is based on the sport. I don't really know why they would call it that in tennis, but
You're the only ones, you know. Yeah, I think I took AP US History. That was my only AP or honors class I ever took in high school.
Okay.
I didn't take one first 2 years, and I was just like, all right, give me in. I'll take a push.
I took AP Econ. That was tough.
Shit.
That was tough.
I wasn't good at econ either. No numbers, please.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
You know the one math class I was good at? Stats.
See, I was not. I took it twice in college.
Really? I made like a 96 in that class in college.
It's pretty good.
I don't know why. I just I could remember the equation, and then I was good after that. The formula or whatever. All I needed to know was the formulas. I just memorized the 5 of them that I needed for the test, and I was good.
Well, like that, but then it's also like probability and guessing, and I wasn't good at that.
I don't know why I was good at that one. I think marketing and advertising. Yeah, those classes seem a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm. I took what did I take? Managerial accounting in my
That sounds terrible.
MBA class. That was rough.
Yeah, my wife was an accountant for a few years, and I was just like, she would show me her work, and I was just like, what do you, how do you read this?
Yeah, no. All right, guys, 8 minutes, 30 seconds remain.
We just need to keep it I'm fine with it staying here. Book recommendations, though. You can send those in the chat. It'd be great. You want to read a good book recently?
I am reading this I don't even know, some weird series. I'm barely through the first 2 chapters. It's called
Sure.
A Court of Thorns and Roses or something. Maybe your wife has read it.
Maybe. I don't know. She started the Heated Rivalry books.
Good for her.
Yeah.
That show was insane. Incredible.
Great show.
Great show.
Honestly, it was best show of 25.
My sister texted me after she watched it. She goes, Heated rivalry made me believe in love again.
I was like, romance is back in TV. That's what I said after finishing it.
We're going to go see the Wuthering Heights movie tomorrow night.
Sure.
It's going to be great.
Have you been watching did you watch Game of Thrones at all? Are you gonna, oh, fucking hell. Jeez Louise.
Mm-hmm.
You watch Game of Thrones at all?
Yeah, I watched all of it.
Have you watched the new show, Night of Seven Kingdoms?
I have not.
Get in that puppy. That thing's fire.
Okay.
That it's solid. And the episodes are like 35 minutes. It's not a full hour.
Okay, better than House of Dragon because I didn't really like House of Dragon.
The writer George R.R. Martin or whatever his name is, he's involved in this show.
Great.
Unlike House of Dragon. So.
Okay, great, because House of Dragon got really boring really quick.
That trailer's dropping tomorrow for this summer.
For?
House of the Dragon.
Oh, they have a new season.
Yeah, this summer.
Okay.
We'll see if it's. I just want to see some blood and gore, and see some dragon fights.
Yeah, there were some good episodes, but the storylines just got really wonky.
The second season was bad because they just avoided the conflict. They built the conflict up for a whole season. Sir Dunk My King. Yeah, dunk an egg roll in this new show. So Savannah's got to tap in.
Okay, I can do that. I might
There's
do that later
there's
tonight.
5 episodes out already, I think.
I have time tonight. I can dive into it.
It's only 35 minutes. You can watch a couple,
Perfect.
No hockey on after this.
No.
Just reading up on your bowling.
Bowling, I have to go to mass later this evening for Lent,
Sure.
for Ash Wednesday. So, one thing I got to do. Lent season.
Never went to Ash Wednesday. I went to Easter week, though, for Mass with one of my buddies. I was there with him for spring break, and it was Easter week, so went to Mass like every day. A lot of kneeling and standing.
Oh, yeah. My whole life, every Sunday.
Wasn't bad. It was just like I didn't know what I was doing. That was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I didn't know what to say. Didn't know when to kneel. Didn't know when to stand. Didn't know when to sit. That was my issue. That was it.
It's a lot of like.
I needed instructions.
Yep.
I needed like a pamphlet. I'm like, all right, this is when they say this, you're gonna stand. This is when they say this, you're gonna kneel. I'm like, all right, good. Mm-hmm. I didn't know.
Yep, Ash Wednesday.
Yeah. Do you do the little lashes on your forehead?
Mm-hmm. And then I have to pick something to give up for 40 days.
What have you picked?
You know what? I think I'm going to go with alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't do dry January, which I usually do.
Never done either of those. I didn't drink for 6 months one time leading into a triathlon.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mass is like a CrossFit workout. I agree.
It's just kneeling and standing and sitting, and saying some words every now and again.
It's funny because like I have all the words memorized, but like I couldn't say like half of them now. It's like when I get into the building, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what it is.
It's the cue. Like there's a cue from the priest or whatever, and then all of a sudden everyone starts saying stuff. I'm like, what's going on? During hockey season is kind of crazy to not drink, but you're working half the games anyway, so it's like we're not drinking during the home games.
Well, and that's the thing is like March and April are going to be like grind time, and then you get into playoffs. Like I might as well just like stick with it through playoffs.
That's fair.
Because I feel like I'm way more on my game when I'm not like out and about. I'm going to be working like nonstop.
You'll get to drink on Masters weekend because Easter's the week before.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Perfect.
Get an azalea.
It'll be great. See what we're looking at here. There's the bracket.
Yeah, so they pulled it up in between the two periods. If U.S. loses this game, obviously Canada gets Sweden, and then Finland plays Slovakia.
Okay.
But if the U.S. wins, we play Slovakia. Canada plays Finland.
All right, I'll take it. I would like that.
Very much so. It'd be a lot. I'd enjoy that. Easter was one time on my birthday in April. That was I think it was my 8th birthday. It was Easter Sunday. So that was interesting. Yeah.
I don't know what day it is this year. One time when I was a child, there was an earthquake on Easter Sunday in California. It was a scary day.
Did your house shake and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Never experienced an earthquake. Tornadoes, well-versed. I think that's the only natural disaster I know about or have experienced.
I got earthquakes and wildfires.
Sure. Mm-hmm. And now you get tornadoes here.
And now we get tornadoes here.
Although living in Dallas, we're kind of privileged. They always stay north.
Well, there was one that came through Dallas like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it hit like North Dallas. And it was I was at the Cowboys game. It was on like a Sunday evening, Sunday night football. And this thing came through. And like, I remember getting like radio calls, like send everybody inside the stadium. Like if you're out on the concourse or parking lots, like get inside the stadium.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it hit like Preston Hollow area in Dallas. I know that.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a lot of tornadoes that actually hit Dallas, which is interesting. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, they're way up north, but.
All right, less than 5 minutes, and we're still just holding on for dear life here, I guess.
I didn't, did not expect. We knew this was going to be like a pretty close game, but yeah, I thought that the scoring would open up like a whole lot more. Didn't really see a lot of power play opportunities.
Right. Like the U.S. is 0-2. Sweden's now
Mm-hmm.
0-1.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 3 penalties so far, which is good that they're calling a pretty light game from the refs, which I appreciate.
Yeah, they're just very
You don't want to
even
be
across the
ticky-tacky.
board in a lot of their numbers.
Yeah. And they've been really tick-tacky in the Canada games. They'll
Mm-hmm.
call more. And then they're super lenient in the U.S. games. So I'm curious to see what it looks like as they move on in the semis.
Right.
See what happens. Who do you think you pull the goaltender if you're Sweden in this situation right now? Is it 2 minutes?
I would say 2.
Because it's not like you're not creating chances. You're almost at 30 shots on net. Like,
I would
and
say
they've had a
under
lot of
under 2.
quality.
Under 2 because like you don't want to pull them out too early and then you give
Just screwed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's also like Sweden's been able to get 1 or 2 shots in a possession, and then all of a sudden the U.S. is down the other end.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're keeping puck control shot after shot, what the Stars do when they have possession. Trevor says 90 seconds.
I would agree with that. I mean, the puck possession though for Sweden has been like pretty impeccable a lot of this game. Like they have controlled a lot of the ozone. Whew.
Wow.
Hit the post.
Hit the post, yeah. That sound is terrifying. Just hearing the post is awful.
Oh, yeah. See, just look at the possession. Like they're just owning it.
Oh, this is the most Dallas Stars have the lead in the third period. Let's just try to dump and chase and just get it out of the zone.
Oh, you're so spot on.
All right. We're under 2 minutes. Goaltender's looking to see if he needs to come in. He's out of the net.
Little over 90.
Another. Oh. That's a Benajad. Chat. We need to talk about books. What a shot, dude. Holy hell.
They had possession.
I mean, they dominated
very heavily in the last 5 minutes there. Ooh, that looked like a fall. But like you add that extra guy out there, you're good to go.
Yeah, what like
because they just were key on their possession.
It's crazy.
He is insane. I'm nervous to go on Twitter.
I'm grabbing a screenshot of our reaction.
It's probably insane.
Golly, that sucks, dude. Well, chat. I didn't want to say I was right, but not bringing your two best goal scorers in the NHL in a 1-goal game. I don't know if it's any different. I couldn't tell you, but I'd feel a lot better if one or both of them were here because they just score goals. Robo scored a last-minute goal, just a couple weeks ago. Could have had Robo. Could have had Caulfield. Cole Caulfield scores every overtime game too for Montreal. He's the goal scorer
God,
every
he's so
single
good.
time.
He's so good.
So, like, if we're going to OT, might as well have the guy that scores every OT, right? I don't know. Just spitballing around, I'm no Bill Guerin, though. What is he doing? Who am I throwing out there in OT? I'm throwing Eichel and a Kachuk brother and Quinn Hughes.
3 overtimes in a row. I just my
No, this is like
this.
best case scenario for the Olympics because they had dog shit group stage. And they're like, it's so bad.
So good.
But the group stage was dog shit, and now we get a blowout at 5:10 a.m. Central Standard Time, obviously. And then we get 3 impeccable OT games in a row. This is perfect. Oh, that's brutal, dude. Yeah. It's brutal. Oh, man. All right. Just rip their hearts out, Rip them out. Rip them out.
This is crazy.
Oh, man. Chat, who are you throwing out in overtime? First shift. Who gives you the best chance to get the face-off? That's what I don't know. I just would personally put out Eichel, Brady Tkachuk, Quinn Hughes. That's
Quinn
my first
Hughes, one of the Tkachuk brothers, maybe Austin Matthews.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know the
Tage
face-off
Thompson.
numbers for any of these guys is the problem.
Yeah. Maybe Tage Thompson.
Eichel and the Hughes brothers. Okay. Jack Hughes.
I like that.
Hughes. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor said Hughes, Matthew, Austin Matthews, and Matthew Tkachuk. Maybe. It looks like we're getting Trocheck out there for the face-off, though. Fuck me, dude. For what, dude? What's the point?
I'm scared right now.
Look, last year I think Pete DeBoer did it one time where he got a guy out there. I don't remember who it was for the face-off just to win it in OT, and then brought him off immediately. I hate that method. Just throw your best line out there.
Okay.
Yeah. No Cole Caulfield in overtime is terrifying, dude. I know what Cole Caulfield does in overtime. I don't know what everyone else does.
This is a photo moment.
You throw Trocheck out there to win a face-off, and he can't win a face-off. What's the point, dude? I don't hate Brock Nelson being out there, though. That's fine.
That was not on my bingo card today.
I don't hate it, though. No penalty. All right. Gensel and Eichel.
Oof.
Okay. Yeah. What was the point of bringing Trocheck? This is horrifying. You know what's even more horrifying, Savannah? It's only 10 minutes, and then we got to go to a shootout where literally any team could just any team wins. Like no one has an advantage in that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Which I think is really dumb that we're in a quarterfinal, semifinal gold medal match that we're having a shootout situation. Or I guess the gold medal match isn't, but it's still 3-on-3, which is still dumb. Okay. Like, stop throwing Trocheck out there just for shits and gigs. I hate this.
Oh, no.
Man down.
Come on.
Now we do the dance of just going back and forth into the zone and out of the zone.
Don't like it.
We got some USA chants in the crowd. That's nice, you know. Be a lot nicer if we just won the game in regulation. Attaboy Larkin.
Okay, great.
Good poke. It feels like he just doesn't squeeze them hard enough, and they keep leaking out because he keeps like twitching right after making the save, and I think it's leaking, and it's not.
Yeah,
just had it the whole time. Geez Louise. Tension in the building has been insane today. Yeah, no shit, Pierre LeBrun. You know, fun fact about Pierre LeBrun last season, guys? I sat in like the same seat all season last year for the Dallas Stars in the press box. Come playoff time, Pierre LeBrun got my seat every game. I got shafted and went to the extra seating every game.
The extra seating. I saw him at a restaurant in Edmonton when I was there covering the Western Conference Final last year.
Mm-hmm.
And man, did he own that table. Like there were like 15 other people there, and he literally talked the entire time.
Huh. Sounds like I didn't mind him, actually. Seemed nice and interacted with everyone, which was nice, I thought, in the press room. I was just mad that they gave him my seat. Like if he had the seat next to what I would normally get or the other one, I would hate the person that got my seat, not Pierre. Mm-hmm. But Pierre got my seat, so guy sucks. That's what people say. People don't say that at all, but how does there's only been 2 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock. Like that feels ridiculous that there hasn't been more time off the clock. I'm nervous, Savannah.
I was just going to say that.
Almost 40 shots on goal and only one goal is ridiculous. This is horrifying.
Quinn Hughes.
Let's go, chat. Quinn Hughes.
Play Freebird.
We're on to the semis. Chat. Oh, chat. We're so back, boys and girls. We are so unbelievably back. Playing Freebird, on to the semis. We're back on Friday. Can't promise a live stream, but we're back.
We're back. We're in it.
We're back. Holy.
That was insane. Hang on, I gotta chirp the coworkers for a second.
Horrifying. That was horrifying, chat. Fired up,
USA!
Though. Let's go. Let's go, chat.
Absurd.
You said Quinn Hughes, and I was like, maybe. I don't know. See what happens. You called it.
It was forming. Like, it was just happening.
Let's fucking go, chat. Friday, semifinal, Slovakia. I think we just play at 9:10 p.m. Italy time forever. I think that's just what happens.
Can we just talk about how we talked about the Quinn Hughes ghosts, and then this happened, and our
you can't mention it. The chat's gonna die. The chat's gonna die if we mention the Quinn Hughes ghosts. But Quinn Hughes and the ghosts. Oh, chat, let's go. Freebird. Wow. What a day of hockey, Savannah. Were we blessed or what?
3 back-to-back overtimes, like all day today for the quarterfinal. Are you kidding me?
Unreal. I hope the phenomenal hockey keeps going. I hope Finland and Canada is absolute cinema on Friday. I'll be watching at the office in Apollo in Houston, but we got USA Slovakia Friday.
Let's do it. If you want to stream, we'll chat about it.
Yeah.
One second.
Let me chat. This is phenomenal stuff. Here we go. Quinn Hughes and the Ghosts, they win. They go through it. Quinn Hughes is a ghost. He sees ghosts. He is now Sweden's ghost that is going to haunt them in their dreams forever. That is the first time that USA has beat Sweden in the Olympics, by the way, guys. It's been 20 years since the last time we played them in the Olympics. We've lost both times to them. USA gets them. Happy hour. No happy hour because we're not going pre-game show. We will be streaming during the game. So let me check with the people down in the office at Apollo, and we'll see if we can stream that puppy from 2 to 5. I think we can. I think we can do it. But might have some more people on here. Maybe we can get Savannah and Dom there. We'll see. 1960. That's crazy. What a time. What a time. 3 straight back-to-back-to-back overtime games. Unbelievable time for the Olympics. The hockey has heated up. Hockey has heated up. Savannah is just, she's gone. She's gone forever. The chat. Do we have any more last words before we get out of here? I mean, we're on to the semis. Everyone can stop yelling, stop crying. Everyone, we're not going to yell. We're not going to scream because we're on. We're on to the next one. We're on to the next game, right? Oh, chat, that was fire. What a game. What a game. Dylan Larkin and Quinn Hughes, the goal scorers for Team USA. Who had that one today? Put that in your parlay. Quinn Hughes is definitely my MVP. He had the ghosts popping in chat. Had the ghost popping in stream. And then he gets the game-winning goal there. Fire. Incredible. Great stuff there. Slovakia does kind of scare me. Slovakia's kind of been moving and grooving. Recently, they've been playing really well. They've won a lot of games, and they've won a lot of games handedly, right? There's only been a couple of close ones for them. So the way that they handled Finland in that first game was kind of eye-opening, right? So chat. Savannah's back.
Sorry, guys. Boss was coming in. Insane.
What a game.
What a time. What a game. 3 back-to-back overtimes. quarterfinals. We now move on to the semifinals. I'm here for it.
What a time. Live scheduling. Savannah, are you available tomorrow at all? Record a little pod?
I should be available tomorrow. Yeah. We can
All
work
right.
out a little bit of a time.
I'll see if Dom's available too. Maybe we can do a little 3-on-3 overtime action, you know?
Okay.
All three of us. We'll see. And if not, someone will be here with me on Friday's episode. We'll have an episode out for Friday morning, recorded and up, scheduled for tomorrow, and we'll have it out on Friday morning. TBD on live stream. Let me check with Joshy. I got to make sure we can set that up. Got to make sure that Dom can come to the office or other people can come to the office and stream it on a Friday afternoon. Would love to do that in Houston.
Okay.
But great work today, chat. Read books, book recommendations, send them in.
Mm-hmm.
They work. It works.
Book recs all day. Thanks for chiming in, you guys. That was fun.
Yeah, great work, chat. Had a lot of fun today. Got a win. Feels good to get a win. Feels good to move on. We're guaranteed to be in a medal game now.
Very true. It's either going to be bronze or gold. US is there, you guys.
Junior, you want to stream on at the office 2 p.m. on Friday? Come on. You can join me. All right, chat. Savannah, you got anything else?
Nope. I'm all good.
All right. That's it. USA wins. Beat Sweden in overtime. It's a great time.
Free bird.
I leave you with
Free bird, baby.